New England Honda dealers. The Bruins are brought to you by VA New England, Granite City Electric GCE Nitrate, Valvoline Instant Oil Change, Coors Banquet, your New England Ford dealers, Live Nation, Peerless Boilers, Safety Insurance, and by Shaw's and Star Market.
2 seconds, 1 second, it's over. The Bruins have won the Stanley Cup.
And by Town Fair Tire, TD Bank, Ticketmaster, Charles D. Sheehy, your Boston area Nissan dealers, Dairy Queen, Bosch Tools, Hub International New England, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
After 39 long years, the Cup is back home. The Bruins are 2011 Stanley Cup champions.
Now, here's Ryan Johnston and Bob Beers.
From TD Garden in Boston, it's Bruins hockey as tonight the Bruins once again look to push in front of the 500 mark as they welcome in the Columbus Blue Jackets for the first of 3 meetings on the season. Great to have you with us alongside Bob Beers. I'm Ryan Johnston. The Bruins right at 500 after a 3-2 overtime loss to the St. Louis Blues here on Saturday afternoon. Boston led that game 2-1 going into the third period, but couldn't put St. Louis away. And Jim Montgomery continues to see issues at both ends of the ice.
I felt we were getting there defensively up until from the Carolina game to the Dallas game. I thought we were getting there with consistency. We lost it in Dallas, and it was not there today. Offensively, we haven't been there all year.
Yeah, it kind of goes hand in hand, right? I mean, I'm glad to hear that they're really kind of harping on the defensive part of it. They've got to clean that up before they even think about, cleaning up the offense. And and just talking with Montgomery this morning, he's telling us that, we've got to clean that up in order to get up the ice, to create chances, to create forecheck. And until we do that, it's just not going to happen. I know that they've been harping on it behind the scenes, but now it's kind of becoming a little bit more public. You got to tighten up defensively, and he felt that they were doing that. And, the numbers bore it out with 5-on-5. They went through a spell of games, 5 or 6 games, where, they allowed 5 5-on-5 goals against. And it's all right, you're starting to figure it out. In that time was two shutouts, of course, but now you're starting to spring a few more leaks. Now 5-on-5, you're not taking as many penalties. That's a good thing, but now you're starting to spring at 5-on-5, and it's just too many grade A chances. I mean, it's been, the eye test will tell you that all season long, whether it's odd man rushes, whether it's the turnovers that create the odd man rushes, and whether it's guys left open in the slot. I mean, the game tying goal the other day was a perfect example against the St. Louis Blues. I mean, you had plenty of black jerseys around, but Walker, the pass gets to Walker from Faxa from behind the net, and there's 2 black jerseys right there, and he deposits that puck on the blocker side. Bang, bang, play. You're there, but you're not there. There's got to be a little bit more attitude, in some of those tight areas when guys are getting these high danger chances in the slot areas.
Well, you see it in the eye test. You also see it in the numbers. I mean, you look at the Bruins, they're averaging just under 2.5 goals per game for the season. That's 5th worst in the NHL. Their team goals against is right now at 3.37. That's 8th from the bottom in the league at this point. Montgomery says a lot of the issues are related to not applying enough pressure on the opposition.
It's, just about people making reads and pressure and skating. It comes down to skating and working, Guys are thinking too much offensively, and they're not transitioning to defensive pressure right away.
Defensive pressure. When to pressure, when not to pressure. When to jump, when not to jump. When to protect the middle of the ice. If one guy goes, the next guy's got to be on the same page. They have not been on the same page most of the season. I mean, let's face it. They had a couple of shutouts there. Goalies were really good, but there were a couple good games throughout this season. But you can count on one hand. And you don't need all 5 fingers to figure out how many good games that they think that they've had this year. And, that's a big issue for them right now, is to get on the same page, no matter what zone they're in, but especially that D zone, even in the neutral zone, when to jump, when not to jump. There's guys that, will take themselves out of position and have taken themselves out of position and have led to odd man rushes because they don't have support in the middle of the ice. So, if you're playing in a defensive system where you want to try to double team, you want to play a little bit more of a zone, but not man-to-man, but they've got their own kind of system, quasi-system that they play, that if one guy's jumping, you've got to be protecting certain areas. And they're just not doing it enough. And the forwards are collapsing, because it's a tying goal in the third period. Now, they could have scored before that. They hit a couple of posts. But the forwards collapse and they're right there, but the pass gets through to Walker and the puck's in the back of the net. So it's not putting it on one guy. It's not putting on this guy or that guy. It's putting it on the entire team to be way better in some of these areas. Certain guys become casualties at times, and that's what's happening here, in the last couple of games for the Bruins, because you're looking for a spark for them.
Yeah, I mean, it almost feels like there's a little bit more urgency here in the last couple of games from the organization to try and get this figured out. Tonight is game number 20, essentially the quarter point of the season. Today, they call up winger Jeffrey Viel from Providence, best known for his physicality, 139 penalty minutes in 49 career NHL games. He knows what the Bruins are hoping to get out of him tonight.
Yeah, I mean, that's been my job pretty much my whole career. It's like trying to walk that line. Obviously, I want to bring a lot of energy tonight, so that's what I'm going to try to do.
Well, he's game. There's no question about that. I'm curious how this goes. I mean, he's a guy, he's dropped the gloves with Zdeno Chara. Chara was playing for the Islanders in his second stint with the Islanders, and Viel dropped the gloves with him. He's playing for the San Jose Sharks. He's dropped the gloves with some pretty tough guys, and he's done very well for himself. He's not a tall guy, but he's a thick guy, and he can bring that. They want him to bring some energy. I think Jim Montgomery's very careful as well. When he was asked about Viel this morning, he talked about his camp. He says he can score some goals. He can provide some energy. He can provide a spark. He didn't go as far as to say dropping the gloves, but Viel's been around long enough. He kind of knows his role. He's got one or two candidates on the Columbus Blue Jackets. If Olivier wants to drop him, that'll be a pretty good tilt. It is. It's going to be a pretty good tilt if those two go. I mean, Olivier just had an unbelievable tilt with Jack Eye with the Montreal Canadiens. So I don't know how game he's going to be here today after doing that one, but no, he's going to bring some of that energy. We'll see what he's got. He was hurt for part of camp, so maybe we didn't see his whole, tool set, but, looking forward to seeing him in the lineup here today. And Andrew Peeke gets back in the lineup on defense. He's missed some games with that injury, probably a shoulder injury. We're just speculating, but, because it was upper body for sure. But, he's been back, he's been battling, he's been practicing. He gets himself back in the lineup here today.
Mark Kastelik will miss today's game. Jim Montgomery said they're hopeful to have him back Thursday. He suffered an injury in the first period of the game here on Saturday. Cole Koepke expected to be a scratch tonight as well. As we move forward here on the Bruins pregame show, we'll go around the NHL, including Alex Ovechkin continuing his chase of Wayne Gretzky's record.
Protas, they turn it over to him. Ahead to Ovechkin. He's got the empty net, and he's got it. It's a hat trick.
We'll hear more from Bruins head coach Jim Montgomery.
If we get consistent, and I know what I'm going to get from you, you know what you're going to get from me, that will eliminate the frustration.
And up next, we take a closer look at the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Zach Werenski getting it over to Dante Fabro, and he scores! Fabro just let go one-timer. It found its way through a maze of traffic.
That's all on the way here on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Coming up short? We've got you covered. With Navigant Credit Union's Overdraft Privilege program, you can take charge of your finances with reduced fees. Just another perk of being an owner. Join Navigant Credit Union today, federally insured by NCUA.
At GEHA, we stand behind our members because we were founded by members. So with zero shareholders to mind, we keep our members in mind, building plans with extra benefits like vision and dental coverage, plus hearing and fitness discounts. At GEHA, one thing is clear. Your health isn't our business. It's our purpose. That's why we're the #1 consumer-driven health plan for federal employees. Visit GEHA.com. Enroll by December 9th at midnight Eastern Time.
Finding the perfect gifts for everyone on your list takes time, and the holidays can get a little busy. So let Macy's help you get a jump on your shopping with our Black Friday sale happening right now. It's your chance to find the best deals on the best gifts before the holiday rush, like cozy puffers and coats and more of the season's best styles. So get your gifts at Macy's now, and when you're cool, calm, and collected during holiday crunch time, you'll have yourself and Macy's to thank. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
What would you do if your online store converted 36% more shoppers? You could take 36% more vacation.
Another pina colada?
Yes, please.
Open a new retail location with 36% more square feet.
Fantastic.
Hire 36% more help.
You're hired and you're hired.
Shopify has the world's best converting checkout, up to 36% better than other e-commerce platforms. What you do with those extra sales is up to you. Switch to Shopify today at shopify.com/listen and get a $1 trial. Shopify.com/listen.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Tarasov will set it up for Christensen, and you can make it 6 straight wins over the Blue Jackets for the Canadians. They win it 5-1 tonight.
Back here at TD Garden as the Bruins and the Columbus Blue Jackets get set to meet for the first time this year. The Blue Jackets come in with a 6-9-2 overall record. Just one win in their last 8 games. They've been outscored 36-18 in that stretch. That includes a 5-1 loss on Saturday night in Montreal. Former Minnesota coach Dean Evason in his first year behind the Columbus bench, and after Saturday's game, he said his team needs to find a way to stay within themselves.
Yeah, we're playing the right way, and, we weren't having success as far as, shooting the puck, I guess, was the most important thing. And then for whatever reason, we wanted to go, try to make some plays that weren't there. And, talked continually about simplifying and getting pucks deep and getting after it. And we were having some success there. And we just didn't stay with the game plan and kind of went rogue a little bit. And they capitalized on a few mistakes, and the game was over.
Dean Evason, the head coach, trying to kind of stabilize things here a little bit with the Columbus Blue Jackets. Look, they've been through a lot, no question. Dean Evason came in the offseason, but just beyond that, the Johnny Gaudreau and some of the trades that they've had to make, Jarmo Kekalainen stepping down as moving on as the general manager. They've had to make some massive kind of changes here. Boone Jenner, the captain, out of the lineup long-term with injury. Yet here they are. They're a couple games under 500, but they are competitive every night, it seems like. And they can put up some numbers. I mean, it's bizarre watching, seeing the numbers that they put up in certain games. A few nights ago, they played Pittsburgh. They scored six against the Penguins. I know Pittsburgh's not the best defensive team, but they scored 6 against the Penguins. But then they lose 5-1 to the Montreal Canadiens the next night. So it's kind of feast or famine right now that they're trying to figure it out, trying to figure out their identity under Dean Evason. Demanding coach, but, he's had a couple of stops now, and you think guys get a little bit better and better and better as they go along. Interesting hire from where I sit, from my perspective, but hopefully he can get the job done. Good people in Columbus. We just had a nice talk with John Davidson, who came in and talked with us for a couple of minutes. He's been with them for quite a while here, but this is it's an interesting group, Columbus, but they're going to work extremely hard, especially if they take on the personality of their head coach.
Yeah, veteran defenseman Zach Werenski talked this week about the Jekyll and Hyde nature of the team right now.
It's kind of crazy that there's no in the middle between those two right now. I feel like throughout a season, usually you're somewhere in the middle between 3 and 4, not really 1 or 6. I think for us, we have to know our identity, and that's putting pucks behind teams and going down there and going to work. I feel like tonight we were just turning pucks over too much at their blue line, at our blue line, kind of playing into their style, which is more high-flying offense. So definitely don't think we played our style tonight, and that hurts us at the end of the day.
Yeah, they've got, and Jim Montgomery will talk about it later in our pregame show, that, at least 4 defensemen who really like to jump up into the play, and they're good at it, led by Werenski back there. And, if they can get the puck behind defensemen and get in on their forecheck, they feel that they can be really effective. Where they break down a little bit is some youthful mistakes, trying to do maybe a little bit too much as a young team, trying to make plays when they shouldn't make plays. And they are young, so they will make some of those mistakes. But make no mistake about it, they're going to be hardworking and, be a little ornery coming off that 5-1 loss to the Montreal Canadiens.
And we'll see if the Bruins can make them pay for some of those youthful mistakes. As our pregame show continues, Joe Murray will give us a check of the Sports Hub headlines next here on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V. It's your local Honda dealer.
At GEHA, we stand behind our members because we were founded by members. So we build health plans with extra benefits like vision and dental coverage, plus hearing and fitness discounts. Visit GEHA.com. Enroll by December 9th at midnight Eastern Time.
The games play here.
Here's Vienno. He'll scramble in, feeds in the high slot. Carlson sent it out in front. Vienno a shot, and that tip Denied by Olmark, who scrambled left to right. Jones with a reset. Leans forward, takes the snap from Andrews. Drops back, stands in, throws it back shoulder. Myers catches the 45 near side. Tackled by Sherman. Boy, they're going to work against the former All-Pro.
You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub. Stay tuned for more.
Coming up short, we've got you covered. With Navigant Credit Union's overdraft privilege program, you can take charge of your finances with reduced fees. Just another perk of being an owner. Join Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, just the socks. Thanks.
Great. Name, birthday, email address, shipping address, billing address. How many fire hydrants do you see? How'd you hear about us? Can we text you?
Forget it.
If your online store doesn't use Shopify for checkout, your customers will just, well, check out. Shopify has the world's best converting checkout, up to 36% better than other leading e-commerce platforms. That means fewer abandoned carts and more for your business. So switch to Shopify at shopify.com/listen and get a $1 trial. Shopify.com/listen.
Finding the perfect gifts for everyone on your list takes time, and the holidays can get a little busy. So let Macy's help you get a jump on your shopping with our Black Friday sale happening right now. It's your chance to find the best deals on the best gifts before the holiday rush, like cozy puffers and coats and more of the season's best styles. So get your gifts at Macy's now, and when you're cool, calm, and collected during holiday crunch time, you'll have yourself and Macy's to thank. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines.
Patriots now 3-8 after their 28-22 loss to the Rams yesterday. They'll take on the Dolphins in Miami on Sunday. Monday Night Football features the Dallas Cowboys hosting the Houston Texans, and the Celtics will host the undefeated Cavs tomorrow night. Headlines there brought to you by Valvoline and Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com for 15% off your next drive to oil change at Valvoline and Oil Change. Now open in Rainham, Reading, and Braintree. I'm Joe Murray, Ryan, and Bob. We'll take you around the NHL next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Happy holidays. Welcome to the Nissan year-end sales event. Are you interested in
a test drive? Absolutely.
Great. Well, there's the new V6 powered Frontier.
Oh.
The Rogue with an available 12.3-inch touchscreen.
All right.
Oh, and the all-new Kicks, which has intelligent all-wheel drive.
Nice.
So what do you think? Finished with all your holiday shopping?
About to be. Toss me the keys. Let's go.
Hurry in for the best deals of the year, only at the Nissan year-end sales event. Now, get a low $259 per month lease for 36 months on Rogue. Available feature, intelligent all-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Well-qualified lessees, 2024 Rogue S all-wheel drive, $47.69 initial payment excludes tax, title, and license. Disposition fee due at lease end. Take from new dealer stock. Call 1-888-858-8319 for offer details. Ends 12/2/24.
Public health expertise is in high demand. Brown University's online Master of Public Health provides professionals with comprehensive training to transform policy and practice in a meaningful way. Scholarships available. Learn more at graduateprograms.brown.edu.
Unleash your love for animals into a career. Earn your animal science degree 100% online with Unity Environmental University. Master important skills that take you out of the virtual classroom and into your local environment. Learn the future of animal science with sustainability in the forefront. Find a rewarding career while making a real difference. Find out more at degrees.unity.edu and discover what you can do.
Get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days with a sporty new Civic, Accord, HR-V, or CR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2025 Honda Accord or CR-V, a 4.9% APR on a 2025 Civic, and a 3.9% APR on a 2025 HR-V.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
Felger and Naz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Back here at TD Garden, where the Bruins and the Columbus Blue Jackets will face off just after the top of the hour. We go around the NHL now. 5 other games on the slate tonight, including the Avalanche visiting the Flyers in Philadelphia. John Tortorella's team suddenly hot, 4-0-1 in their last 5 games.
For me, it doesn't matter what team it is. We certainly respect Colorado. It's one of the top teams in the league, but I just want our team to keep on growing. about it, Sandy's kind of leading the way as far as how he has gone about his business here.
Yeah, Sammy Erson, who's their goaltender, their number one goaltender, 5-2-2 this season, respectable 2.7 goals against and a .902 save percentage. Not a lot of goalies over 9 so far this season. There's been a lot of goals scored, especially for goaltenders that have played a number of games. And the Flyers, when the Bruins faced them not that long ago, they were well below 500. They weren't playing that well. They actually beat the Bruins here at the TD Garden, and the Bruins beat them in Philadelphia, but they hadn't been playing great hockey. They're led by Travis Konechny up front, 11 goals, 22 points for him. But 8-8-2 now on the season at 500. One of many teams right around the 500 mark, including the Bruins coming into today. They've won 3 in a row. You mentioned the record here in the last few, but also 6 wins in their last 10 games, 6-3-1 in those games.
Oilers and Canadiens get together tonight up in Montreal. Edmonton 3-0-1 in their last 4, but Oilers coach Chris Knobloch said defenseman Darnell Nurse going to miss at least a few games after he was bloodied on a hit by Toronto's Ryan Reeves on Saturday.
Oh, Darnell's very important. Penalty kill, power play, 5-on-5 minutes. Yeah, he's a very important piece of our team, especially how well he had been playing this last week or two. Credit to fortunately we had 7 defensemen draft tonight, and those guys really stepped up.
I'm sure you saw the hit, right? Ryan Reeves on Darnell Nurse. Nurse, he was in a bad spot in terms of he's trying to pull the puck off the boards in behind the net to start a breakout. So the puck's kind of behind him. He's looking at the puck. He finally gets it off the boards onto his stick, and then his head comes up to try to make the play, and by that time, Reeves is coming through him. Reeves, he caught his head. There's no question about it. I mean, there was a lot of body there to hit. Reeves is a physical guy. He was coming in hard. If you want to call it, he mistimed it, whatever you want to say. It's a fast game. It's not easy sometimes, and his job is to finish every hit, but he caught his head. And it sounds like Nurse is going to be okay, but he is going to miss a little bit of time. Apparently, Reeves was down near the locker room trying to apologizing to Nurse after the game. But he got suspended for 5 games for it. And it was a pretty, textbook, if you want to call it that, for league safety, player safety to make a call. How many games, that's up to them. But in terms of the headshot or the main point of contact, there was no doubt about it.
No question it was going to be a suspendable hit. Dallas Stars have won 4 out of 5. They'll host the Ducks tonight. Washington Capitals, on the strength of an Alex Ovechkin hat trick, beat Vegas last night. They make a visit to Utah this evening. And out in San Jose, the Sharks will host the Red Wings. Bruins head coach Jim Montgomery joins us next here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V. It's your local Honda dealer.
Finding the perfect gifts for everyone on your list takes time, and the holidays can get a little busy. So let Macy's help you get a jump on your shopping with our Black Friday sale happening right now. It's your chance to find the best deals on the best gifts before the holiday rush, like cozy puffers and coats and more of the season's best styles. So get your gifts at Macy's now, and when you're cool, calm, and collected during holiday crunch time, you'll have yourself and Macy's to thank. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Advance your public health career with Brown University's online MPH. Evidence-based learning, real-world impact. Learn more at graduateprograms.brown.edu.
The games play here.
Right there, Pastrnak steers it to the left corner. Krejci's got it. Right circle, Pastrnak fires, he scores! David Pastrnak! Jones under center. A give to Stevenson. Runs it through the right side. Go! Goal. Bounces outside 20. Goodbye to the 10, to the 5. End zone bound. Patriots take the lead. Touchdown, New England.
Bang, bang, 2. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub. Stay tuned for more.
Coming up short? We've got you covered. With Navigant Credit Union's overdraft privilege program, you can take charge of your finances with reduced fees. Just another perk of being an owner. Join Navigant Credit Union today, federally insured by NCUA.
In a world filled with financial information, Citizens can help you make sense of it. So whether you're signing up or hitting snooze on some financial newsletters, scrolling through your socials that all seem to be saying the same thing, or getting together with your neighbors at a cookout to game plan college funds, you're ready to make the most of it. Make sense of your money with Citizens. Learn more at citizensbank.com/made ready.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Our pregame interview with Jim Montgomery is brought to you by Safety Insurance, providing comprehensive coverage for your auto, home, and business. Ask your independent agent about safety. We'll help you manage life's storms.
Monty, you get ready to take on the Columbus Blue Jackets here today. I know it's a little frustrating, right? You take that one step forward sometimes, you take maybe one step back. Now you lose a couple games. What do you see that, gives you cause to say, we're coming out of this, we're going to come out of this? What types of things do you see during a game or throughout these games?
First, I'll talk individually. I see Pasta's game really rounding into shape. I see McAvoy's game rounding into shape. I think our captain has really picked it up. The last two games, maybe you don't see those individuals, but I have. And you got Trent Frederick is rounding into shape. So the individual portion's coming. The team portion was coming defensively, and we slipped the last two games in our puck pressure. And that's puck pressure from the offensive zone all the way down to our own goal line, in my estimation. And the offensive side of things is, the connectivity offensively through all three zones hasn't been consistently there in any of our games.
You also mentioned something like, you mentioned details yesterday. Is that kind of go with that connectivity, or maybe all over the ice? But you mentioned details, especially in the defensive zone recently.
Well, that's where we spent a lot of time, because we're not connected offensively, so you don't spend enough time there. You're going to have to spend time somewhere 60 minutes, and if you're not good in the offensive zone, you spend more time in your own end, then you end up with extended shifts. Guys can't get off the ice, and you look slow.
From a mental standpoint with your team, do you sense frustration? Do you sense positive, energy coming from them that they're going to get out of this here and kind of move forward? And to know that other teams around you, there's so many teams that are at 500 mark here, I guess, that maybe you're fighting with for playoff spots.
Yeah,
long way to go for the playoffs, I understand, but you know what I mean, as part of the process.
But you're right, though. We're not we haven't put ourselves in a position where we're in desperation mode, okay. Which, with Thanksgiving coming up, that's the number one thing, is that you're in the playoff hunt, and we are. The second thing, that you brought up, which I'm forgetting right now, was we were talking about, the consistency of how we want to play, game in, game out, is the area that we got to get. If we get consistent, and I know what I'm going to get from you, you know what you're going to get from me, that will eliminate the frustration. And it's an area that we've been talking about. I think it's way better mentally since, I would say, the national game. It's way better. I thought early on, I think we all had expectations that we were going to start the year great, because that's what the Boston Bruins do. And I think it took us a while to adjust to that. But I think mentally we're in a better spot now of coming to have an attitude of coming to get better every day.
You guys made a call up. Viel plays his first game in a Bruins uniform here today. I know it was a kind of a shortened camp for him because of some of the injury that you had mentioned. I know he played a couple games, but maybe not at 100%. But what do you see from him? What do you expect from him? What's your message to him?
He's got a goal-scoring touch. He's got a nose for the net offensively in the offensive zone. He understands where he's supposed to be in all three zones. And, he brings an element of hard to play against because of the way he finishes checks, because of the battles that he consistently wins.
You've got Columbus here today. You referenced them a little bit this morning. They've put up some big numbers in a handful of games, but they've also gotten beaten badly. They got beat against Montreal the other day 5-1 after winning 6-2 the day before. Just give me kind of a scouting report on them and where you have to be careful with them and how you can attack them.
You have to be careful breaking pucks out and eliminating turnovers needlessly, because they can counterattack. Their defensemen are fast. They all join, especially Werenski, Provorov, and Severson. And, they're a young team that has a lot of talent, but they make young mistakes. So we got to make them defend. The more you make people defend in this league, the more success you have. And when you're a young team, you make more than the average team.
Appreciate it, Monty. Good luck here today.
Thanks.
That's head coach Jim Montgomery. Bruins, Columbus Blue Jackets are next.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
Boston. This is Boston's most listened to sports station. Boston's home
goes past, tipped by Coyle, but comes on to Shen. Shen in across the Boston line with a shot, and he scores. Braden Shen with the overtime game winner as St. Louis beats the Bruins here on home ice 3-2. Saturday afternoon against St. Louis, the Bruins saw another third-period lead slip away. And Captain Brad Marchand knows his team needs a different mindset going forward to close out games.
We just have to have a killer instinct. We can't be sitting back. It just seems like we're waiting for teams to come at us in third instead of having that killer instinct where you go out and you try to finish games.
Tonight, the Bruins look to improve upon that as they welcome in the last place Columbus Blue Jackets. It's coming up next.
Boston Bruins hockey is driven by the stylish Honda Accord, available at your local New England Honda dealers.
Nathan Horton wins Game 7 in overtime. David Pasternak wins the series for the Bruins. The rebound to Trent Frederick, and the Bruins are back in front by 2.
The Bruins are brought to you by VA New England, Granite City Electric GCE Night Train, Valvoline Instant Oil Change, Coors Banquet, your New England Ford dealers, Live Nation, Safety Insurance, Peerless Boilers, and by Shaw's and Star Market.
Backhand, it'll save Thomas. Swayman made a great stop at the far post.
And by Town Fair Tire, TD Bank, Ticketmaster, Charles D. Sheehy, your Boston area Nissan dealers, Dairy Queen, Bosch Tools, Hub International New England, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Back to Orr. Put in. Is 100 backhand score a penalty shot for Raymond Bourque. David Pasternak calls game, and the Bruins win it 2-1. Bergeron, and the Bruins win the series.
Now, here's Ryan Johnston and Bob Beers.
From TD Garden in Boston, the Bruins getting ready to take on the Columbus Blue Jackets alongside Bob Beers. I'm Ryan Johnston. Normally at this point, we ask you for keys to the game. Let's take a larger perspective here. About a quarter of the way into the season, how do the Bruins get some positive momentum going?
I'm looking at the next 10 games specifically, but I'm going to draw it back to that St. Louis game, including St. Louis. 10 out of 11 teams that they play are at 500 or below 500. 8 of the 11 games are at home. This is an incredibly important stretch for the Bruins to figure this thing out and get themselves above that 500 line and start to build some momentum. It doesn't mean you're going to have an easy game on any given night, but those are incredible numbers. The only team they play that's over 500 in 11 games is Vancouver. This is a great opportunity for them to get themselves going before they have to face some of the iron in the league again. Like I said, nothing is easy. You're never going to face an easy team. You're not going to have an easy night. I get that. But there are games you should win if you consider yourself one of the better teams in the league. And if the Bruins, at least on paper or in that locker room, consider themselves one of the better teams in the league, now it's time to do it.
And this is one of them against the Columbus Blue Jackets, who are 6-9-2 on the year. Keys to the game brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest prices on tires, go to Town Fair Tire, because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Opening face-off coming up next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Did you know over 1 million Americans are diagnosed with diabetes every year? If you or a loved one is living with diabetes, GoodRx is here to help you save with popular diabetes medications for less than $20. Just download the app or go to GoodRx.com, find the best price, then show your pharmacist the coupon. It works whether you have insurance or not. If you're treating diabetes or taking any other medications, check GoodRx to save at your local pharmacy. GoodRx is not insurance but can be used instead of insurance, including federal and state-funded programs.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281287 and MR283065.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
Please remain standing and remove your caps for the singing of the national anthem. Accompanied by Bruins organist Ron Poster, please welcome Todd Angeli.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Todd Angeli with the national anthem here on Military Appreciation Night. We get set for the opening face-off between the Bruins and Columbus Blue Jackets. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. In goal for the Blue Jackets is Elvis Merzlikins. On defense, the pairing is Zach Werenski and Damon Severson. And up front, Dmitry Voronkov, Sean Monahan, and Kirill Marchenko. For the Bruins, it's Jeremy Swayman in goal, Jordan Osterley and Charlie McAvoy, your defensemen. Up front, Brad Marchand, Elias Lindholm, Justin Brazo. Starting lineups are brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Now through the end of the year, all DraftKings customers will get a special daily promo every single day. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code SportsHub to take advantage. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
First 5 minutes of tonight's game are presented by your New England Ford dealers. Tonight's New England Ford dealers' first 5 contestant of the game is Aaron White of Beverly, Massachusetts. If the Bruins score in the first 5 minutes, Aaron will win a pair of tickets to a future Bruins game courtesy of the New England Ford dealers. Enter the contest at 98.5thesportshub.com. As we get underway here at TD Garden on a Monday night, Bruins will go from left to right here in the first period wearing the home black and gold. Puck gets deep into the Columbus zone right away. McAvoy along the near side boards. Got it across for Brazo, and a one-timer turned aside by Merzlikins. Taken off the far boards by Osterley out of the left point. He'll give on to McAvoy, center of the blue line. It's Marchand turning with it, backhanded toward the corner. It was tipped by Voronkov. Spun in behind the net by Severson. And the Blue Jackets will break it out with Marchenko coming through neutral ice, directed ahead by Voronkov, deep into Boston territory. Osterley went back and spun it in behind the Bruins net, but taken back over by Monahan. Marchenko pivots away from Osterley along the near side hash marks, brings it out toward the top of the circle and throws the first shot in on goal against Swayman. Marchand will play it out toward the blue line and carry ahead toward the red line, and now dump one in toward Merzlikins. Short hop into the glove, and he drops it back into play for Provorov.
Marchenko, their leading scorer. Nice little move there from the left wing corner, get that shot away. The Bruins also had an opportunity with Brazo in the high slot on a good pinch there by McAvoy.
Brandon Carlo goes back to play a puck behind the Bruins net, wraps it around the far boards, poked out toward the blue line and out of the zone by Morgan Geekie, but played over to the Blue Jackets. Fantilli will bring back into the Boston zone, sends one across, and Swayman had to make a save as coming from right to left was Van Riemsdyk. Fantilli's got it, high slot now. Pasternak disrupted his shot attempt, kept in at the blue line for a shot by Fabro, but doesn't make it to the net. Around behind it comes to James Van Riemsdyk. Poked off his stick by Lohrei. Shot wide of the net off the far boards, and the Bruins looking to clear. They will. Geekie chasing Fabro in the neutral zone, wins the puck and dumps it in behind the Columbus net all the way around to the far side. Going in deep after it was Beecher. Got upended behind the net as he chased Fabro. Zadorov disrupts a play at the Boston blue line and turns it right back up ice. Here's Tyler Johnson back into the lineup. We got a fight. Here we go. It's Viel and Olivier, the two heavyweights, squaring off out near the Columbus blue line. Didn't take long as they get tied up. Viel tries to throw it right, took himself off balance a little bit. Both guys in there tight and a good clinch. Viel throws a couple of right hands. Olivier trying to hold him off with a jab, now throws a right that came up short. And as they wrestle around, the linesman not going to let it go any further, so it takes just 2:12 into the first period before Viel and Olivier find each other.
Yeah, I'm sure that they had a conversation at center ice during warm-ups. You know, let's do it right. And Olivier obliges. He's got a couple years under his belt in the NHL, and Viel has some NHL experience. Said Olivier just had an unbelievable fight against Arbor Xhekaj the other night there against the Montreal Canadiens. Those two guys went at it pretty good. Olivier's fought some heavyweights, right? He fought Rempe last year when Rempe had come up and was fighting everybody. He accommodated Viel, and my guess is it was okay. Let's go, and we're done. You know,
those two have a little bit of a history dating back about 10 years in juniors in the Quebec Major Junior League as well.
But there's a tough guy respect there.
Sure.
You know? Nesson showing Viel's fight with Zdeno Chara a couple years ago when he was with the San Jose Sharks and Chara was with the Islanders on his second stint there towards the end of his career.
If you're willing to do that, there's not a whole lot of fear taking on Chara. Frederick along the near boards will push it into the corner.
Do it, and it's done, and unless, you know, the game calls for it to be done again. You know, now Viel can, okay, let's concentrate and play hockey and see if I can help this team in some different ways.
Try and give the team the early...
One of the toughest guys in the league. I mean, just, you know,
trying to give the team a little jolt of energy here early on. That's part of the reason he's here. Right?
Both guys are.
Yeah. Zadorov.
The Columbus Blue Jackets coming off a 5-1 loss.
Out in the neutral ice, Frederick. Collision, able to keep the puck free. Here's Coyle, 2-on-1 with Peak. Got it across! And Merzlikins got a stick on that as Peak was coming to the front of the net.
Coyle had him there. Just that puck rolled off the toe of his stick, trying to make the backhand pass across to Peak, who had jumped up.
Here's McAvoy stepping in toward the high slot. His shot blocked by Fantilli, goes wide. Coyle played it off the far boards, and a one-timer by Osterley, gloved by Merzlikins for the whistle.
Frederick took a hit in the neutral zone to help make this play, right in between the two benches. And it's going to be Coyle who picks it up, and it's going to create a 2-on-1. Coyle on his off wing coming down the left side, goes to the backhand, and just the puck rolls off the toe of his stick as he tried to make the backhand pass across to Peak. It was there for him, and it ended up going onto the stick of Merzlikins.
Face-off win by the Blue Jackets deep in their own zone here. 16:50 to go, scoreless in the first period. Puck batted ahead toward the Boston line. It's Corrali crashing into Osterley. Behind the net it comes to McAvoy. He'll start it toward the far side, angled off the boards. Johnny Beecher back into the lineup after sitting out Saturday's game. McAvoy to the red line will dump it in. Merzlikins stopped it. Zach Werenski from the near corner. Played it up the middle. Corrali moved it ahead, and now giving chase is Danforth into the Boston zone. Takes down McAvoy.
Wow, looked like he grabbed him, didn't it?
It certainly did. McAvoy ended up going skates first into the boards in the corner.
I know he lost his balance a little bit, but it looked like the arm came around him.
Here's Corrali trying to center. Swayman got a piece of that as it came out from behind the net. Kept alive by Voronkov along the far boards here for Columbus. Corrali at the hash marks. Hands off to Werenski, brings it out toward the blue line, gives it back to Corrali, right back to Werenski. A cross-ice pass and a backhander in front by Severson. That was blocked coming to the slot. Osterley picks up a free puck behind the Boston net, sends it off the far glass and out. Severson has it right back here for Columbus, and Werenski carries in across the Boston line. Shot angled wide of the net. Thrown toward the net from the far side of the blue line by Monahan, and Swayman holds on to that one to draw the whistle with 4:32 gone here in the first period.
Marchand going over to have a little conversation with the referee right now. It just looked like Danforth with a free hand, but I think back in fairness, it looked like McAvoy was losing his balance before that free hand grabbed him. You know, the free hand came off the stick, but McAvoy was losing his balance prior to, and then that free hand kind of grabbed his back. So I can see why they didn't call it if that's what they saw in real time. Good call, good non-call, I should say.
Blue Jackets with the puck in their own zone. Carlo knocks one away at the Boston blue line. It'll come back in his direction.
Led to an awkward follow by McAvoy. He went feet first into the boards.
He's sitting sideways over on the bench right now. Getting checked out. Might be getting the skates checked out as well. On the near side point, Carlo throws one toward the net. Ricocheted on for Elias Lindholm. Merzlikins dropped his stick into the corner.
Yep.
Here's Carlo back at the point, trying to throw one toward the net. It slipped away from him. And now the Blue Jackets come back the other way and sneaking behind the defense. Voronkov gets fouled from behind. And the puck goes in. They're going to call it a goal. As Carlo went sliding into the net, Swayman as well. The net dislodged, but referee pointing and saying it's a Columbus goal. They grab the early lead.
You know, full possession, offensive zone, goaltender Merzlikins without a stick. You've got all the advantage there, and Bruins fan on a shot, and I mean, Voronkov takes off up the middle, but the Bruins get caught way too wide with their defense here. And Voronkov's going to come in and go. He's a left shot, come right down the middle, gets this pass. He's going to make a move, forehand, backhand. And it looks like Swayman stopped it initially because Voronkov didn't get a lot in it, but Carlo slides into Swayman, and the puck ends up going into the net. As he slides into Jeremy Swayman, he had it stopped. It was right in his legs. He had it stopped, but the slide of Carlo pushes that puck into the net.
So third goal of the year for Dmitry Voronkov. And Columbus out to a 1-0 lead. Just about 5.5 gone by here in the first period. Bruins try to answer quickly, but they'll play it out into neutral ice. Zadorov and find Pasternak near the attacking blue line. Dump back in towards Swayman. He spins it around to the far side for Zadorov. Can't push it up the far boards. LeBanc will spin it back in behind the net. Poked out of the zone near side by Geekie. Werenski fires right back to Van Riemsdyk, and here come the Blue Jackets. Van Riemsdyk, top of the right circle, shot. Swayman cradles that against his body.
I mean, that's just, I mean, a couple of errors there, right? Probably three of them, technically. I mean, you got the attempted shot there from Carlo at the right point. That's, he kind of fans on it, kind of heels it. And Voronkov takes up up the middle of the ice. The Bruins are back, but the D are wide. And Voronkov goes right up the middle, and then the save is made by Swayman, but in trying to get back and dive and make that play, you know, they end up sliding into Swayman and knocking that puck home.
Off the face-off, puck comes toward the near side boards. Would have been a penalty or a penalty shot.
Probably going to be a penalty shot.
Yeah.
But
it's Carlo diving to try to make that play. Did commit the penalty. Puck will come deep in behind Swayman. McAvoy up to wrap it around the far side. Georgi Merkulov tapped it out to neutral ice. His second game since getting called up on Saturday. Had an assist, his first NHL point in Saturday's game. McAvoy in behind the Bruins net once again. Boyle will send it across ice. Here's Osterley coming up through the neutral zone. Lobs it down the left wing boards, but right there was Jiricek. Across the near side, Carlo stepping into a shot. Save Merzlikins, scramble for the rebound with both Frederick and Merkulov trying to find it. Either guy could get it on net. Beecher out of the far corner along with Frederick. But the puck comes loose to Justin Danforth, and he lifts it out just a little bit too high for Lorei. Carlo dumps one back in on Merzlikins. He gloves it and decides to hang on to it with 12:59 to go here in the first period. It's Columbus with a 1-0 lead on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, it's Mads. Are you tired of spending money repairing your heating or AC system year over year? Well, stop the cycle of costly repairs with Rodenheiser Home Services Fix It Forward program. Just show Rodenheiser any past repair bill, and they'll apply up to $550 as a down payment toward a brand new energy-efficient heating or AC system. And the repair bill can be from any HVAC company. Fix It Forward ends December 31st, so visit Rodenheiser.com/fixitforward to schedule a free consultation today. Nice people, great service since 1928.
Waiting for your electrical supplies during the day or sitting in traffic is for the birds. Use the GCE Night Train from Granite City Electric and get access to over $50 million in local inventory with a free guaranteed overnight delivery of your electrical supplies anywhere in New England. So avoid wasting time waiting in line and sitting in traffic. Order by 5 p.m. and you'll have your materials the next morning by 6 a.m. guaranteed. Visit GCENightTrain.com to get on board the GCE Night Train today. Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. Hey! Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, 40% alcohol, William Grant & Sons Inc., New York.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
First 5 minutes of tonight's game were brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Get holiday ready. Great offers on the Bronco family, or get winter ready with a Ford F-Series. 1-0 Columbus, here with 12:59 to go in the first period. Bruins hoping to come out strong tonight. Fall behind in the early going in this one on a goal by Dmitry Voronkov. An attack zone face-off. Elias Lindholm will take the draw. Interesting comments last couple days from Elias Lindholm, just saying flat out, I haven't been good enough. Need to be better. As McAvoy puck comes back into the Boston zone. McAvoy will turn it in behind his net for Lohrei. Off the near boards, Marchand finds Lindholm coming out of the zone. Lost it in the neutral ice, and Corrali will send it back in. McAvoy sends it around the far side boards, and Marchand's got it just inside his own blue line. Deals up ice, but knocked away by Danforth. Zach Aston Reese dropping it back toward the Columbus blue line, and now directed deep by Danforth. Swayman plays it away from his net. McAvoy sent it hard around the near boards. It'll come out just into the neutral zone where Brazo and Werenski are shoulder to shoulder. Back to Lohrei now inside the Boston end. Rink wide pass, Tyler Johnson tapped one on to Beecher.
With a skate.
Beecher's got it along the near boards, out near the blue line. Severson knocked him off his balance, but here's Johnson from the right circle with a shot up high on Merzlikins.
Tried to go high to the short side, get Merzlikins down, try to go over his shoulder.
Marchenko didn't know where the puck was. Frederick took it from him, brings into the Columbus zone, but a back-checking Monahan takes it away.
Got to be a little quicker there. Got to be a little quicker with that decision.
Monahan dumped one in towards Swayman, who steers it off for Andrew Peeke. Good to see him back into the lineup the first time in a couple of weeks. Injured in the game up in Toronto. Zacha throws one toward the front of the net. And
well
Tyler Johnson got taken out of the play. Penalty coming against Columbus. Carlo at the blue line. Extra attacker coming on in the form of Pasternak. He'll spin it in behind the net. Johnson kept it moving. Pasternak had Zacha out in front. And they whistle it down as Columbus touches up.
It's going to go to Werenski. He's not happy about it. He thinks he just got the stick lifter on Tyler Johnson. Johnson had a good shift, right? Nice play in the neutral zone to kick that puck into the middle as it was a bouncing puck. Then he had the chance from the right wing side. Then he goes to the net and creates the penalty to Werenski. Both Olivier and Viel getting a stick taps from the benches as they come off the ice, or come out of the penalty box and head back to the benches.
So the Bruins power play will go to work here.
Werenski had an argument, but they're going to say he got on the hands. When he stick lifted, he got on the right hand of Johnson.
Bruins power play, one of the areas that they are hoping to improve on, obviously. 0 for 21 in their last 6+ games, 2 for their last 36. As Pasternak sets up along the left wing circle, he'll send in behind the net. Marchand moves it along to Zacha, right circle. Now up top for McAvoy. Back to Zacha, top of the right circle. Sends it down low for Marchand. Marchand back to Zacha, kicked it to Lindholm, and right on to Marchand out of the right corner under pressure. Leaves it in the corner for Zacha. Now it popped free and played by Provorov out in front of the net, taken by Danforth, and he'll send it the length of the ice.
A little reluctance to shoot there. I think they had a couple opportunities to let it rip.
McAvoy will carry it into neutral ice. He's going to bring it all the way to the Columbus line and across. Lindholm, right circle. Back to McAvoy along the near side boards. Pasternak will send it over to Marchand. They're along the blue lines both. Here's McAvoy at the right circle again. He'll back off, bring it back toward the blue line himself. Hand off for Marchand along the right half wall. Marchand, little nod of the head, trying to get guys moving. Zacha into the corner for Marchand. Tries to center for Lindholm. Forced it back toward the corner. Lindholm now battling for possession with Fabro. Swept back toward the point for McAvoy. Over to Pasternak, a one-timer wide to the long side. Marchand top of the right circle. 35 to go on the power play. Marchand's pass is picked off and cleared by Christensen.
Pasternak wants it right back here. They're going to make the change. I think if that puck goes over there right away, you don't have to dust it, take a step or two, and then make the pass. Just make it right away.
Merkulov hits Kiki coming across the Columbus blue line. Coyle along the near boards. Fantilli got a piece of it. Coyle will keep into the blue line, but now a turnover as Olivier will bring it up toward the Boston line and goes around. Coyle goes right to the front of the net. A backhander scores. A shorthanded goal for Matthew Olivier, and Columbus makes it 2-0.
We're just over 10 minutes into this game. Olivier's an assist away from the Gordie Howe. He looked like I'm not going to go there. Coming down this right side and able to fight off a little check. Mason Lorai's the guy in front. He's got to make a play on him. There's nobody else there for Columbus. And maybe Swayman can be a little bit better there, but
Lorai almost looked like he was expecting that there was somebody coming down the other side.
In the slot, but he really wasn't an option. And that, by the way, just got a good replay of that Pasternak shot from the left wing circle. Brzlikins made the save. He fought it off. Just caught his glove.
We got a whistle here, and with 9:11 to go in the first period, Bruins trailing 2-0 here to Columbus on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you, you're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit-forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281287 and MR283065.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
During the timeout, crowd here at TD Garden with a standing ovation for some of the active military members who are here tonight on Military Appreciation Night. Group of Bruins players bought and donated over $20,000 in tickets for tonight's game to active military members and veterans. They're going to have a chance to meet with them this evening as well. As for the game, 9:11 to go here in the first period. Columbus out to a 2-0 lead. Face off one just outside the Columbus blue line. Brazo will play it down the left wing boards as he takes a tumble. Puck played along for Monahan, lifted out through neutral ice, tapped ahead by Voronkov. Zadorov gets back and gets him off of the puck. Brazo will help it up ice, and Werenski chased back deep by Elias Lindholm. Puck comes free in the Columbus zone. Marchand gives to Zadorov, and he shot it just up over the crossbar.
Yeah, puck just rolling a little bit on him, right down the slot though.
Marchand will play it in behind the net. Here's Lindholm toward the far side corner. Heels it back for Zadorov. Fires one across ice. Handcuffed Pete. And the Blue Jackets will skate away with it, with Voronkov to dump it into the Boston zone and head off on a change.
You talk about little things, right? You got pressure in the offensive zone. You've got a shift down there. Then you try to go D to D, and it's a simple D to D pass. And it doesn't connect.
Here's Pasternak setting up Zacha over to the far side, and a shot by Lindholm turned away by Geekie, turned away by Merzlikins. Geekie now out of the far corner, puck at the outside of the net.
Yeah, Merzlikins has made two really good saves. Maybe one on Pasternak right at the beginning or during that power play sequence when the first unit was on. That's another good one right there on a nice setup.
Arlo and Osterley going to get that puck into the far corner. Geekie comes back onto it. Pivots away from a check from Fantilli. And Carlo now picking one up off of Karam. Will dump it in around Merzlikins. Beecher presses it back deep. Provorov will spin it up the near boards. McAvoy's got it just outside the blue line. Tyler Johnson battled for possession with Chinikov, and he'll come back deep into Boston territory. Lohrei to Johnson. Through neutral ice, here's VL. Laid it down into the right wing corner. Oh my goodness! Lays out Jiricek, and a penalty coming on the play, and a group wrestling match in the near corner. VL sent Jiricek flying into the wall. But he's going to be taken to the penalty box for it.
See if they're going to take VL, or excuse me, Olivier as well. Said that they were probably done unless there was something else that happens, right? And well, this could constitute that. VL's
48, 2 minutes boarding. Columbus 24, 2 minutes removing the helmet, roughing. 4-on-4.
So in the scrum, they're going to say that Olivier removed the helmet. I'm not sure where the penalty is, to be honest with you, though. I thought it was a pretty good hit. He hit him from the side. He did not hit him from behind. The puck was right there. I thought it was just a good, hard forechecking hit. The violence of it led to a penalty being called. And then they called Olivier for removing a helmet during the scrum. And
I mean, it didn't, like you said, it was from the side. It was a violent hit, but he's a few feet from the boards, but he's not facing the boards.
Nope. He got him from the side. He made sure he got him from the side, and the puck, it wasn't an interference.
So,
boarding, I don't know. I don't know. I think just because of the violence of it.
So here's Pasternak, 4-on-4 for the two teams with 6:48 to go, and a chance right in front for McAvoy. And Merzlikins there, and the puck goes out of play.
Merzlikins has made at least 3 high-end saves, right? He got Pasternak. He had Geekie. And that puck, the save he made on Geekie, he got it with his arm, and it actually went off of the inside of his arm and back the other way, out the other way. And McAvoy wide open this time in front as there was a turnover, and he got a chance to maybe make a pass across. And he's looking, but he's going to take the shot himself, try to go high blocker. Looking up to the rafters after missing that one.
That might have caught a piece of the crossbar on the way out, too. As Pasternak and McAvoy back in the Boston zone, minute 20 to go in the 4-on-4. Zacha skates it ahead into the Columbus zone. Deals off for Pasternak, left circle. Gets a pass back to Lohrei. Now to Zacha, moves it along the blue line, skates it down to the right circle, tried to pass it across on the backhand for Pasternak. Little offline. Pasternak kept it alive near the blue line, but now Werenski will bring the Blue Jackets out. Slides ahead for Cole Sillinger. Sillinger to the left wing circle. Forced in behind the net. Marchand will take it out of the far corner and bring up ice with a full head of steam. Marchand down in toward the left corner. Couldn't get around Fabro.
Gave Fabro a little extra half second to ride him off, didn't it? It's all right, as long as they're consistent.
Right. Fedorov coming in behind the Boston net, brings it all the way out to center ice. Now carries into the Columbus zone. Down into the corner. Moves the puck around behind the net. Peak pinching down toward the hash marks near side against Provorov. Fabro will reverse it around toward the far side. And Marchenko looking for some space. Takes a hit from Marchand as the puck came toward Merzlikins. He steers it away from his crease. Blue Jackets will get it out. Marchenko reaching for it, but Carlo there first, and deep into the Columbus zone it goes as the Bruins change up. As the two men, Viel and Olivier, who have both spent 7 minutes of the first 15 in the penalty boxes, both come out. So the team's back at full strength. Olivier trying to dump it in, went out of play. And we'll step aside here with 4:56 to go in the first period. Columbus 2 and the Bruins nothing on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Tip off every Celtics game all season long with great tasting, less filling Miller Lite, the original light beer. Miller Lite, official partner of the 2024 World Champion Boston Celtics. When it's game time, it's Miller time, Celtics fans.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR28127 and MR283065.
Hey, it's Zoe here. And you guys know as well as I do, when you're faced with a rebuild year, it's all about staying 2 steps ahead of the competition. Oakers Technologies has a history of shaping the future. For over 100 years, they made their clients future ready, helping revamp their technology and IT systems to meet their ever-evolving needs. They're a New England company that gets it, delivering the attention of a local team with the skill to be your single-source IT partner. From full IT infrastructure rebuilds to your everyday AV upgrades, Oakers Technologies makes it easy to be future ready. Proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
4:56 left here in the first period. Columbus has a 2-0 lead. Teams will be at full strength here as we resume things. You can't say Jeffrey Viel hasn't had an early impact in this game, or is at least trying to.
He's done what he's supposed to do. You know, Olivier obliged him in a fight. They had a good bout. I mean, drop the gloves. You know, nobody jumping each other, just going at it. You know, a guy trying to make his name for himself, and the other guy who's currently making a name for himself. But the hit by Viel was.
Here's Coyle getting it in front for Frederick. Digging for the rebound. Coyle as Merzlikins comes up big again.
I think you're going to get your chances against Columbus. They're saying the same thing against the Bruins, but Merzlikins has been up to the task so far. He's made 4 or 5 saves. Coyle wins a battle with Werenski in the corner, centers this puck for Frederick. First save is made by Merzlikins, and then he's going to dive back to his right to get the second chance by Coyle.
That first one hit the post.
So he's had some puck luck, but he's also made some terrific saves.
Face off for Coyle. Far circle down to our right.
Broke his stick.
He heads back to the bench to get a replacement. Blue Jackets with the puck. They'll get it cleared with Severson playing it out to neutral ice. Coyle tapped it back toward the blue line, but Severson right there. Danforth redirects one into the Boston zone. Osterley will lift it up off the far boards. Coyle reaching for it, couldn't quite get to it. Frederick had it hit him in the skate as Severson played it forward, and now deep it comes from Aston Reese. Carlo sends it around the near boards. Merkulov's pass picked off at center ice by LeBanc. 4:05 to go here in the first period. Columbus by 2. Puck dumped deep by Provorov. Swayman sends it around the far boards. Johnson's pass turned over after it hit Coyle in the skate, and that forces Swayman to make a save and hang on.
Yeah, Johnson's usually pretty reliable in that spot, whether he's on the right side or left side. This time on the left wing as that puck got moved around the boards to him by Jeremy Swayman. He's trying to find the middle of the ice. Not sure that pass was actually intended for Coyle. Maybe try to find the middle, the weak side defenseman in the middle of the ice.
Johnson back in the lineup after missing the last 2 games for personal reasons. Out there with Beecher and Viel. And both Kastelik and Koepke out of the lineup. Kastelik for injury reasons tonight. So Beecher with a couple of different line mates than he's had for much of the season. Lorai brings it behind the net to McAvoy. Around the near boards. Johnson taps it ahead. Viel reaching against Jiricek. And now Viel into the forecheck. Jiricek looking over his shoulder after taking that hit a few minutes ago. Out at center ice, McAvoy picks one off, moves it into the Columbus zone, right circle, and a shot directed up and out of play off Jiricek's stick.
Jiricek did a nice job coming over that time and getting a piece because McAvoy with a strong move. McAvoy's had some good opportunities already. Set up Brazo on one of the first shifts. That time he just plows his way into the zone, and he tries to take that shot coming down the right side. Christensen tried to step up on him. McAvoy just made an outside-inside move on him and dropped the shoulder. And Jiricek bailed out his partner on that one, at least a scoring opportunity.
McAvoy's got a goal and 2 assists over the last 3 games after he had gone a 14-game stretch with just 1 point.
And the Bruins had the better opportunity, but it two bad breakdowns defensively, one shorthanded.
Brazo and Marchand trying to find possession along the near boards. McAvoy steps up and stands up Voronkov to keep that puck in briefly, but now it comes out. Voronkov will play it across for Marchenko. Throws a low shot in on Swayman, who makes the save as McAvoy wiped out Monahan trying to get to the net, and we get another big scrum in behind the net.
A little angry here, right? I mean, McAvoy stepped up, had a good hit there right on Voronkov in the middle of the ice. And he's going to wipe somebody out trying to get to the net, looking for a rebound and make sure he doesn't get to the front of the net and make it a pack mentality, right? Team toughness, get in there. Give a little emotion. That's what they're trying to do right now, and I give Viel credit for that.
Well, Jim Montgomery said it in his press conference this morning that Viel brings an infectious attitude to the team.
I mean, that was Monahan that tried to get to the net. McAvoy he wiped him out, just making sure he doesn't get there. And you got Voronkov coming in. All of a sudden, there's 2 or 3 black jerseys around him right away.
At some point, too,
you need some emotion.
Yeah.
Just at some point, we're not going to take it anymore.
Yeah.
We're not from Columbus. I'm talking about. I'm just saying in general.
In general, be pissed off, right? Face off in the defensive zone. Zadorov goes behind the net. Here's Peak. Backhanding one up the far side. Zacha turns it up ice. Cross ice pass directed ahead by Zadorov, but taken by Provorov as he goes by the Columbus net. Slips and falls. Geeky in there to win the puck back. Fabro, though, reaches in and pulls it away. Marchenko got it out toward the red line. Peak backing up into his own zone. Goes back and forth here with Zadorov, and now Voronkov reaching in to take away another pass that was coming across toward the slot. In deep. Peak puts a shoulder into Sillinger. Peak trying to play it up the near boards. Werenski keeps in and throws one on net. Swayman the save out of the top of his crease.
Now you got to be a little careful about taking a penalty. It's one thing to be physical. Now the referee's going to warn him. They're warning Zadorov right now. Okay, after the whistle, we're not going to take this anymore. Problem is, right, Columbus is making a line change. There's one guy in the zone, and it's Voronkov. And the Bruins go D to D and then try to go back to D. And Voronkov just sticks a stick in there, disrupts it. Now all of a sudden there's pressure, and they got fresh bodies on the ice, and there shouldn't even be. They should be out of the zone easily. Then a turnover, trying to get the puck up the boards. Just, there's some head scratches.
It feels like at times they make it harder on themselves than they need to, right?
That's just bump the puck back behind the net. Voronkov has no chance to get there. He can't put his stick in there. The guy without the puck, the partner, the defense partner, make sure you give your partner an out so you're not passing through a stick.
McAvoy played out into neutral ice, but knocked back to Sillinger. Inside the Boston zone, Merkulov will drop it back. Lohrei, near circle for McAvoy. Tapped up ice by Frederick, trying to get around Werenski. Frederick able to win one back inside the Columbus zone, and he's got it near circle. Floated it across ice. It was about waist high, and Lohrei couldn't do much with it. Now Merkulov out of the left wing corner. Sends a pass around Werenski, but behind the net, Severson is there. A giveaway. Here's Coyle, right circle. Sends one in front. Merkulov, a shot. Merzlikins makes another huge save. Severson deals it around for Sillinger and lifted out to neutral ice. Lohrei brings it back toward the Columbus blue line. Bruins are changing behind the play. He played it down along the end boards. Long pass ahead. Danforth will get the Blue Jackets going forward. Carlo gives it for Osterley. It'll come back around the near side for Johnson, who lobs it high into the air out neutral ice. Viel gets a stick on it and then collides with Fabro.
Yeah, Fabro just stepped on his stick.
Puck goes out of play on the far side with a minute 19 to go here in the first. Columbus up by 2.
Another great chance, right? Merkulov this time. Pretty good passing plays. Coyle dishes it off for Merkulov. I mean, he could have gone to Frederick over on that far side. Could have faked the shot and gone to him. Tried the shot himself. Okay, that's fine. But, again, a huge save here made by Merzlikins, who's been the story in this period. That and a couple breakdowns defensively for the Bruins.
Bruins have 10 shots on goal, and the majority of them have been pretty high danger.
Yeah, a couple posts.
Pasternak played it down into the left wing corner here. Marchand giving chase.
At least one post.
Off the near boards, Carlo just outside the blue line, sends it back around. Bruins tag up on the delayed offside. 60 seconds to go in the period. Provorov deals it through neutral ice, directed deep by Aston Reese, but sails up over the end glass. First of 3 meetings between these two teams this year. They will play a home-and-home series right after Christmas, December 27th and 28th. First at Columbus and then back here at TD Garden. Bruins having a 5-man meeting here before they drop the puck at center ice. Zacha wins the draw, back to Lohrei, pivots with it. Tried to send it up the left side for Geekie, who had been knocked to the ice.
Whoa.
And they whistle it an icing
He didn't
here.
even play the puck. He didn't attempt to play the puck. He took out Geekie right at the red line. The Bruins are like, how's that icing? You got to attempt to play the puck. Jim Montgomery's yelling at the linesman right now. Getting an explanation. He said okay, but puck was sent up the boards and
face off inside the Boston zone here. Lohrei pushing it out. Fantilli will bring the Blue Jackets back. 37 to go in the period. Fantilli's pass across ice finds Werenski. He steps into a shot, and they score. It ricocheted off a body in front. Looked like it was Van Riemsdyk, and Columbus makes it 3-0.
Oh, good bounce right here, obviously. They enter the zone on the right side. They're going to go cross ice with this pass. It's going to elude everybody. The transition for the Columbus Blue Jackets coming back into the zone. Cross ice pass. Fourth guy coming up the ice is Werenski. It gets by everybody. And from the left wing circle outside the dot, he's going to throw one towards the net. And this is going to bank right off of Van Riemsdyk. Off of a Bruin player and then off Van Riemsdyk in front. The bank was there as well, but I think Van Riemsdyk gets it.
The former Bruin had 11 goals in 71 games here last year. Gets his third of the year in Columbus after having been out of the lineup the last 3 games. And the Blue Jackets leading 3-0 here in the final minute of the first period. Marchand will send it out into neutral ice. It's behind Frederick. Coyle finds the handle, gets it to Marchand, stepping in toward the slot. Backhander save Merzlikins. Puck popped up in the air, and he gloves it with 10.9 to go.
Yeah, outside in move that time on Brad Marchand, by Brad Marchand as he comes on the left wing side. Got that quick up pass. Makes a nice move to the middle of the ice. Make that move on, was that Fabro? It was, and got a backhand away as Provorov came over to try to help, and that puck was stopped by Merzlikins and kind of popped up in the air, and then Merzlikins just stayed with it with the glove.
Attack zone face-off for Coyle. Both Frederick and Marchand lining up toward the slot here. With Zadorov at the top of the face-off circle. Coyle won the draw. Marchand goes into the corner, centering pass. Merzlikins stick that away from his crease. Peak now in the near corner, trying to get one in front. It comes to Marchand for a turnaround shot, but blocked by Danforth. And the siren sounds to end the first period. And the TD Garden crowd impatient at the end of one as the Bruins are down 3-0 here to the Columbus Blue Jackets. We'll be back with more from TD Garden on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281287 and MR283065.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, 40% alcohol, William Grant & Sons Inc., New York.
Hey, it's Mads. Are you tired of spending money repairing your heating or AC system year over year? Well, stop the cycle of costly repairs with Rodenheiser Home Services Fix It Forward program. Just show Rodenheiser any past repair bill, and they'll apply up to $550 as a down payment toward a brand new energy-efficient heating or AC system. And the repair bill can be from any HVAC company. Fix It Forward ends December 31st, so visit Rodenheiser.com/fixitforward to schedule a free consultation today. Nice people, great service since 1928.
Hey, it's Zoe, and Oakers Technologies has a long history of helping businesses stay future ready as their single source IT partner, providing everything from full IT infrastructure to everyday AV needs. And they're hyper-focused on managed IT services that feel easy and simple from a single point of contact. Their ProCare support team are the people behind the technology that make sure that you have a custom approach to the support and resources you need to keep your business future ready with Oakers Technologies, proud partner of your New England Patriots.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
First intermission here at TD Garden. It's 3-0. The Columbus Blue Jackets leading the Bruins. And let's take a look back at what we've seen so far. Some good energy brought to the table right away. A fight between Jeffrey Viel, just called up from Providence today. Matthew Olivier, they went at 2:12 of the first period and have inject a little energy into the building here on this Monday night. But unfortunately for the Bruins, it went downhill from there.
They were both trying to inject some energy, right? You've got Olivier, and they're coming off a 5-1 loss to the Montreal Canadiens. Of course, the Bruins just call up Jeffrey Viel, and they want to get some energy from him. He knows his job. He knows his role, whether it's to get in on the forecheck or whether it's to drop the gloves. And he did both of those things in that period. The fight with Olivier was a good one. You figured it would be two guys who, aren't afraid to give it, right? I mean, and we've seen Olivier fight several times. This is our first time we've seen Viel in a Bruins uniform fight. And, both guys right at the blue line, at the Columbus blue line going at it. First shift for both of them in the game. Clean fight, respectful. All right, go to the box. That's all done. And then Viel had another big hit, a clean hit, by the way, on Juracek. And he ended up getting a penalty for it, but they also evened it out by calling Olivier for pulling, I guess it was Viel's helmet off of his head during the scrum. But, it was a clean hit, and there was nothing afterwards because, nor should there be. It was a clean hit, but the referee saw it. It was a bit violent, right? But it was from the side. It was just a really good body check by Viel. But that's not where the harm's done, right? The harm is done with defensive breakdowns. So where do you want to start, Ryan? The offensive end or the defensive end?
Well, let's start with the Voronkov goal because it was, that was what got Columbus on the board first, 5:17 into the first period. Here's Carlo back at the point, trying to throw one toward the net. It slipped away from him. And now the Blue Jackets come back the other way and sneaking behind the defense. Voronkov gets fouled from behind, and the puck goes in. They're going to call it a goal as Carlo went sliding into the net. Swayman as well. The net dislodged, but referee pointing and saying it's a Columbus goal. They grab the early lead.
Unfortunately, just like a pile of errors there. Full possession of the puck in the offensive zone. Full possession. Merzlikins had lost his stick.
Yeah.
You got a goaltender without a stick. You've got full possession of the puck. You're on the offensive. Puck comes back to the point. Carlo heals the shot. Okay. Not a problem. We'll get back. Voronkov tried to bust right up the middle and try to get behind everybody. He didn't. Not at first. Both defensemen backed off. I think it was Lohrei that was on the ice with him. He's kind of covering the right winger. Could have been a little tighter in the middle, but he was kind of covering the right winger. Carlo got covering the left winger, and Voronkov comes right up the middle of the ice, gets the pass, and he's gone down the middle. Too far apart as defense partners there. Allow the long pass, and Columbus probably would have had a penalty shot had the puck not gone in because of the arm probably the referee did go up.
Right.
They were kind of chopping at him as he was trying to get behind, as he got behind the D. He tried to go forehand, backhand. Swayman stopped it. And Carlos slid right into him, and the puck ends up in the back of the net.
Right. Puck was sitting right in front of Swayman.
Yeah. And the first one wasn't really an error because you're going to heal a shot from time to time. But full possession, offensive zone, goalie without a stick.
And then they give up a shorthanded goal about 5 minutes later as Matthew Olivier gets in there. As Olivier will bring it up toward the Boston line and goes around. Coyle goes right to the front of the net. A backhander scores. A shorthanded goal for Matthew Olivier, and Columbus makes it 2-0.
It's one of those ones where everybody's back, but nobody's really doing what
looked like everybody was waiting for somebody to make a play.
Olivier's got the puck. He's coming down the right side. Coyle's on him, but Olivier's got a little half step on him, so Coyle doesn't want to take a penalty there. He knows he's got help towards the front of the net. And I didn't like the way Lohrei played it. I mean, I know there's a guy in the slot, but the Bruins had two more players right there. You got to make a play on Olivier. And, could Swayman have made a better play there? I think it was a little bit of a good bounce for Olivier. You take the puck strong to the net, good things are going to happen sometimes, and they did right there. But I thought the Bruins could have played that a little stronger in front of the net.
James Van Riemsdyk ended up getting a goal with about 30-plus seconds to go in the period. It's a bounce. It's a bounce.
That's right? A bounce. I did dispute the icing that was called because I thought that, that could have changed things because the same line's got to stay out there.
Right.
And the Bruins don't get it up past the red line, and Columbus comes right back at them. Werenski He's outside the dot, throwing a puck towards the net. It banks off of two players. The second one was Van Riemsdyk, and it goes in. So that's a bit of a bad bounce for them.
The Bruins did have some great chances in that first period. Elvis Merzlikins has been terrific when he's needed to be so far.
And Brazeau right off the hop had a chance. Geekie had a great chance in there. Coyle and Frederick had two really good opportunities. McAvoy had a good opportunity. I'm probably missing somebody, but I mean, great chances in front. And Merkulov had an awesome chance right down the slot, and on a nice passing play. And Merzlikins, I mean, I think he got a little help from the post. I think he got a little puck luck when the one shot went off of the inside of his right arm and then back out the other way. You know, that could have easily gone underneath the arm and in. That was Geekie's chance. Yeah. So there's chances there for him, and I can tell you, I'm positive that they're saying in that locker room right now, look, the chances we got. You got to keep pumping those. We got 40 minutes to go. You can score goals on this team. You can get to this team. But, my God, we got to cover things up on the other end of the ice and some of the mental mistakes that they're making.
Well, Jim Montgomery said it during the pregame interview today. He's like, this Columbus team, listen, they've got some good young talent, but because they're young, you will get opportunities against them. We saw that in the first period. Bruins just haven't been able to bury those chances here through one. The shots on goal in that first period were 12-11 in favor of Columbus, but, you know, they have a 3-0 lead, and we'll see how the Bruins can respond here moving forward. Coming up next as we move forward, we will get a check of the Sports Hub headlines with Joe Murray, and then we'll return for the second period here at TD Garden on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you, you're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit-forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR2812887 and MR283065.
Lowe's knows you want to get even more value for the holiday. That's why as a My Lowe's Rewards member, you get new member deals on holiday decor, tools, and more. And you earn points when you shop. More points equal more rewards to help you save on holiday and more. Not a member? Join for free today at Lowe's.com/MyLowe'sRewards. Because Lowe's knows deals. Program subject to terms and conditions. Points are awarded on eligible purchases. See Lowe's.com/terms for full details. Subject to change.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
The home of the Bruins, Patriots, Rams, and Celtics. Boston's home for sports is 95, the Sports Hub, a Beasley Media Group station. Sports Hub headlines.
All right, taking a look at scores around the NHL. No score between Philadelphia and Colorado after one period. Also, Montreal and Edmonton are scoreless. Coming up in just a little bit. Got the Ducks going to Dallas. The Utah's hosting Washington and San Jose will host the Red Wings. Patriots now 3-8 on the season after their 28-22 loss to the Rams. They take on the Dolphins this Sunday in Miami. The team did release Marco Wilson today, and former Patriot Tyquan Thornton has been claimed by the Kansas City Chiefs. Monday Night Football features the Dallas Cowboys hosting the Houston Texans. Celtics, they're off until tomorrow when they host undefeated Cleveland. Peyton Pritchard questionable for that one with a thumb injury. And Chicago's Luis Heel and Pittsburgh's Paul Skeens are your AL and NL Rookies of the Year in baseball. The Bruins are back on home ice Thursday night as they face off against Utah Hockey in their first visit to TD Garden. Select tickets still available to purchase. Visit bostonbruins.com/tickets to lock in your ticket to all the action. Headlines are brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com to save 15% off your next draft or oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, now open in Franklin, Billerica, and in Peabody. I'm Joe Murray. The second period's next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Blinds.com is kicking off the savings early with Black Friday mega deals all month long. Avoid the home renovation overwhelm. Swapping out old blinds for custom window coverings is a small project with big results. And Blinds.com makes it easy and affordable. It's a busy season. Skip the long lines or waiting around all day just to get a quote. With Blinds.com, shopping online doesn't mean sacrificing on quality, style, or service. A Blinds.com design expert can help you make the perfect selection on your schedule. We can even handle everything from measure to install. And you can get window treatments for your whole home installed for just one low cost. With over 25 million windows covered, Blinds.com is the #1 online retailer of custom window coverings. Shop Black Friday mega deals all month long at Blinds.com. Get up to 45% off site-wide and a free professional measure right now at Blinds.com. That's up to 45% off and a free measure now at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.
You have year-end goals. Constant Contact has what it takes to help you meet them faster. Sell more, raise more, and build real relationships with your audience with Constant Contact's digital marketing tools, all made to fast-track your success. Put the go in your 2024 goals with email, social, SMS, and customized marketing campaigns built for you in just a few clicks. Ready, set, go to ConstantContact.com and start your free trial today.
Shopify doesn't just meet you where you are, we meet you where you're going. Shopify is the only commerce platform relentlessly focused on one thing and one thing only: commerce. We challenge the status quo so that your business can do bigger, better, and focus on building what's next so that you're always moving further, faster. For enterprise brands that believe there's a better way, there's Shopify. Learn more at shopify.com/enterprise.
What's up, y'all? It's Joe Budden, here to talk about Prize Picks. Run your game as the basketball season ramps up with Prize Picks, the best place to get real money sports action. The app is really simple to use. Pick 2 or more players across any sport, pick more or less on their projection, and you could win up to 100 times your money.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code GET100 and get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code GET100 on Prize Picks. Run your game.
Get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days. Whether it's a rugged new Passport, Pilot with available all-wheel drive, or powerful Ridgeline, turn your dream Honda into reality during Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 1.9% APR on a 2025 Honda Passport and a 2.9% APR on a 2025 Pilot or Ridgeline.
See dealer for financing details.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Fantilli will bring the Blue Jackets back. 37 to go in the period. Fantilli's pass across ice finds Werenski. He steps into a shot, and they score. It ricocheted off a body in front. Looked like it was Van Riemsdyk, and Columbus makes it 3-0. And that's where we stand as we get ready to start the second period. Fans, TD Bank cardholders score special benefits at TD Garden, from pro shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. Learn more at the TD Garden website. TD Bank, Bank of the Boston Celtics and Bruins.
You know, always enjoy getting other perspectives there in between periods. You know, some frustrated Bruins people for sure. And about the way that period unfolded. Felt that they were pretty good in the offensive zone. Just got handcuffed a couple times by Merzlikins, made some good saves, and at the other end, just errors that can easily be cleaned up, and they're not. And some other perspective on the hit by Vial and saying a long distance travel. And my point was, well, when you dump a puck in from the neutral zone, you have to travel a long distance to make a hit. But I think it was the violence of the hit that was called. You can call it charging, you can call it boarding. As McAvoy throws a hit. Now they're going to call an interference on McAvoy.
McAvoy and Marchenko getting into it right off the drop. And
I think it's interference. I mean, and I'll go back to the icing that was not called. That should have been interference as well.
Right?
When Geekie got knocked out or wiped out and they didn't even play the puck, and it was no icing, and eventually the goal by Van Riemsdyk.
So 8 seconds into the second period.
I mean,
is that McAvoy trying to get something going here right off the bat?
He had the puck on his stick for a split second. Remember we said, the interference, Marchand got kind of rubbed out. If they call it, okay, if they're going to call it that way, then be consistent. I'm not going to start ripping the referees because it's not their fault that the Bruins are down 3-0 right now, but it is frustrating. Now you got to reel it in a little bit. If you're the Bruins, you want to play on the edge, you want to play physical, you want to play with that attitude. But
centering pass off the skate of Zadorov
you
here.
Gotta clean some other stuff up if you're going to come back in this game. You still have plenty of time to do that.
Marchand dumped it all the way down ice. Merzlikins sets it up behind the Blue Jackets net, which is to our left here in the second period. Werenski brings it up to the red line. And Voronkov's pass missed everyone. Going back to retrieve Fantilli. Now Marchenko from his own zone. Skates it up to the red line. Dodges a check at the blue line. Voronkov plays it across ice. Picked up off the Karam far side by Monahan. Voronkov now in the right wing corner. Fantilli at the near point. Over to Werenski and back to Fantilli. Again to Werenski at the left point. Marchenko on the hash marks. Sends it toward the back of the net. Voronkov gives it back toward him. Marchenko again to Werenski out at the point. Top of the circle. Marchenko. Little give and go. Couldn't connect. And Carlo on the end boards trying to find the handle on it. It comes bouncing free on the far circle. Zaka.
Penalty coming up. Zaka got tripped up trying to get to that loose puck. Couple Blue Jackets fell down and ended up taking the feet out from Zaka.
So 35 seconds left on the McAvoy penalty, and now they'll even it up at 4 aside. Marchenko for tripping.
Yeah, he's got that body language like He went down. He got tangled up right there, right with Monahan.
Yeah. So 4-on-4 for 35 seconds, and then the Bruins will have their second power play, barring any more penalties, an abbreviated one. You've got Coyle and Merkulov along with Peak and Lohrei as the four-man unit here. Sillinger wins the face-off for Merkulov, who had to stand in there after Coyle got kicked out of the circle. It'll come out to neutral ice, and Coyle has it. Bruins moving from right to left here in the second period. Down 3-0. Coyle swings a pass left for Lohrei. Brings it toward the near face-off circle. Now works his way toward the high slot. Still moving with the puck now on his forehand as he turns with it at the blue line. Gives to Peak, stepping into a shot off the glove arm of Merzlikins. And the Blue Jackets come back the other way. Chinakhov goes around behind the Bruins net. It's around Peak, brings the puck out to the blue line. Bruins now on the power play as McAvoy's out of the box. Puck dumped deep behind Swayman. He tees it up for Lohrei. Minute 10 to go on this man advantage now. Lohrei from his own blue line. Pass to the attacking blue line. Marchand backs off. At the red line, gives it to Zaka. And now they cycle it around in the neutral zone. McAvoy giving to Pasternak. He'll play it down toward the right wing corner. It goes over the glass, out of play.
That just was not quite in sync coming up the ice. Lohrei wanted to make that play and then get off the ice. And McAvoy hopped on. They had to regroup in the neutral zone and never really got it going. Good chance from Peak, though, 4-on-4. Lohrei held on to the puck. A little bit of a high-risk pass over in the left wing circle, but it got the peak, and he tried to go high to the glove hand side of Merzlikins, and he fought it off.
Elias Lindholm won the faceoff, but it came all the way back into Boston territory. So here's McAvoy. Comes out across his own blue line, deals it off for the trailer, Zacha. Now Pasternak stepping forward, moving toward the right wing circle. Tap free back to McAvoy, high slot. Now Marchand down low on the near side of the goal line for Pasternak. Marchand will give it back to Pasternak at the left hash marks. Up top for McAvoy, takes a shot straight on. Save made, rebound over to the far circle, and Marchand put it just wide. Pasternak to Marchand down low. Pasternak stepping toward the near face-off dot. Up top again for McAvoy. Pressured by Danforth. Pasternak has it. He'll bring it back toward the blue line. Takes a long shot. Redirected by Lindholm. And Merzlikins the save. Lindholm poked it free into the corner. Marchand's pass hit a leg. Kicked in behind the net. Comes rocketing out of the Columbus zone. And the power play will come to an end. So the Bruins 0 for 2 after failing on that abbreviated chance. Zadorov's pass redirected deep into the attack zone by Johnny Beecher. Played away from him by Jiricek. Up through neutral ice comes Christensen, and from the red line he dumps it in as VL was headed his direction. Zadorov sweeps it around toward the near side. Jiricek able to pinch down and keep that puck in deep. Came back to Aston Reese, and a shot redirected by Marchenko. Swayman makes a save at the top of his crease.
That got tipped right above the hash marks. It got tipped on the way in. A good redirect, but a nice save there made by Jeremy Swayman. He's had a couple chances in front. Marchand had a rebound that maybe Werenski got a piece of, either him or Provorov. Couldn't tell who that was, but the puck squirted left of Merzlikins after the initial save.
14 saves on the night for Elvis Merzlikins.
But it's not the number, it's the quality of them.
Most of them have been awfully good. Puck dumped in by James Van Riemsdyk. He has one of the 3 Columbus goals. Puck backhanded deep by another former Bruin, Sean Corrali. Digging for it in the near corner. Trying to find possession. Corrali comes away with it. Then Beecher cuts in front of him, wins the puck back. VL's pass out to neutral ice. Couldn't find Tyler Johnson. Thrown back toward the Boston blue line, and the Blue Jackets will be offside here.
He'll try to throw that hit there on LeBanc right in front of the bench. Just kind of missing him. LeBanc pulled up. That first hit that he threw on Jiricek in the corner, he's got some guys looking over their shoulder, you know, but you applaud the energy and what he's been able to do so far, but now it's up to the Bruins to start chipping away at this game.
Well, I mean, where's their head at right now? I mean, down 3-0, but you're getting the better of the scoring chances for most of the game so far.
Well, as I said, in between periods, you know, that
puck angles in on Merzlikins here. He's going to cover it now and throws it back out into play.
It's going to be delayed offside now.
Puck off the skate of Chinakhov. He'll work it into the Bruin zone. Carlo backhanding toward the back of the net. Chinakhov in there on the forecheck along with Olivier.
It goes back, Ryan, to what we were talking about in the Dallas game a little bit. They're not going to go anywhere until they take pride in the defensive side of the puck. And it's that, and they started to, right? They think that they started to for a little while, started to turn the corner, then Dallas hit, and even St. Louis game saw some of the same things pop back up on them. Now it's a matter of scoring, but you got to take care of the other side of the other side of the ice as well.
Geeky trying to dig one free here in on the forecheck. Instead it came to Chinakhov. Brazo with a good hit on Chinakhov, and Frederick sweeps it back deep into the Columbus zone. On the far side circle, McAvoy got a hit, but didn't realize the puck was nearby. It'll be lifted up into neutral ice by Severson. Comes bouncing down into the Boston zone. McAvoy quick up here for Merkulov, but roll over his stick. He's able to get it back after Severson fumbled it. Coyle right circle shot, save made. Threw it back in front. Comes all the way back to Osterley out of the blue line. McAvoy with a long shot. That's blocked by Severson in front. And Monahan will bring the Blue Jackets forward. Johnson went down behind the play. Puck covered as it goes in on Swayman with 13:48 to go in the second period. We'll take a timeout with the Blue Jackets on top by a 3-0 score on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Step into Panda Express, your home for American Chinese comfort food. From our iconic orange chicken to our sizzling Kung Pao chicken, Every bite is a warm embrace, familiar, comforting, and oh so satisfying. Visit your nearest Panda Express or order online at pandaexpress.com or via our mobile app.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit-forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281287 and MR283065.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
Fans, tonight the Bruins are celebrating Military Appreciation, and you can show your support by shopping Military Appreciation merch, including a jersey, hat, hoodie, and more. Grab your military merch at the Pro Shop powered by 47, located at the Hub on Causeway, or online at bostonproshop.com. During the break, once again, the crowd here at TD Garden showing off their appreciation for members of the military and veterans. 6:12 to go here in the second period. It's 3-0. Columbus has the lead. As Peak pushes it behind the Bruins net here for Zadorov. Marchand will give it back to him, and Zadorov pivots back toward his own net. Now Marchand gets the pass and sends it along for Peak. Peak down the left wing circle. Pulls up in the corner to Marchand, cutting down the circle. Goes in behind the net. Sets up for Lindholm. Right back to Marchand out near the blue line. Here's Peak, top of the left circle. Threw one toward Brazo at the side of the net as he tried to redirect it. Peak now out near the right point. Throws one toward the net, and that one off a stick and went wide. Near side boards, it's Marchand pulling it out of the corner. He gets taken down by Fabro, and the Bruins will go back to the power play.
Nice move there. A lot of good movement in the offensive zone. Marchand being the catalyst of it, getting that puck up the ice. And Brazo may have had the best chance on the short side tip. It's one that you see. Sidney Crosby's so good at it. The shot's off net from the same side.
Right.
And he just directs that stick. He's so good at it. And that one, I mean, it looked like Brazo just tipped it up and over the top of the crossbar, but Marchand creates the penalty with some good hustle. Fabro's going to be the guy going to the box, and the Bruins another opportunity to get off the schneid here.
Puck played out toward the blue line here. McAvoy keeping in for the moment. Now Sillinger will clear it. Bruins 0 for 2 on the night. 2 for their last 38 now on the power play. Ranked last in the league coming into the game at 11.3%. McAvoy dumps it in from the red line. Merzlikins went out to play it. Took a funny hop off a stanchion, but Columbus will clear the puck all the way down. 30 seconds gone on the penalty. McAvoy sends for Zacha. Rink wide pass. Lindholm had to stop and get it.
Behind him.
Yep.
Going to disrupt everything.
McAvoy from his own blue line. Gives to Pasternak, stepping into the Columbus zone. Sends one across ice. Marchand picks it up off the near board. Pass for Zacha, forced out of the zone by Monahan. And McAvoy dealing with pressure from Monahan. Circles all the way back behind Swayman. Minute into this power play. Zacha steps it forward. Marchand just inside the Columbus line. Walks along the blue line all the way to the right wing circle. Stops over there. Sends back to McAvoy. A one-timer with Lindholm in front. Merzlikins made the save, and the Blue Jackets clear. 42 seconds left on the power play. Swayman gives it to Georgi Merkulov from his own end. All the way up through the center circle. Off to the right side for Geekie. Geekie down the right wing circle. In behind the net to Merkulov. And backhand off the near boards for Brazo.
Yeah, he's got to get down by the net.
Merkulov up top for Lohrei. Shot! Save Merzlikins. Coyle looking for the rebound. And Merzlikins has it covered.
Brazo had the chance. Brazo, he had slotted up high there just to give give them an out, and then as soon as that puck gets rotated back to the point, he makes a beeline for the front of the net. You can see him take this shot, telling Lori he's ready for it. He's got the tripod going in front of the net. He's ready for this tip, and it gets tipped on the way in, and Merzlikins has made some saves.
Almost squeezed through that 5-hole. 20 seconds left on the power play. Face off in the near circle down to our left. Battle for possession. Lori able to keep it alive at the blue line. Gives over to Charlie Coyle, far side. Lori back to Coyle, into his skates again. Coyle now under pressure from Sillinger. Turns it over on the far boards. Geekie keeps it alive as it comes across ice. Geekie stepping in left circle, a shot. Merzlikins has that one.
Back to even strength here for Columbus. Some life at the end of that power play. Took them a while to get set up, but a couple of chances. And that last one was self-inflicted by Columbus, right? I mean, should have been an easy clear for them. They don't get it out. It goes off of a skate. Geekie attacks from the left wing circle, getting the shot away, and Merzlikins has to squeeze the blocker side arm to his body to make sure that that puck doesn't squeak through.
You brought it up a little bit earlier, but there are times tonight where the passes are there, no pressure, and guys are putting it into other players' skates. Just, you know, it's not crisp.
That last one was Lori to
Coyle.
To Coyle over on the right point. As soon as the puck gets into Coyle's skates, he's got to dig it out. That's going to attract pressure from Columbus.
Puck in the neutral ice here. McAvoy gloves it down. Johnson gives it along for Beecher. Here's Johnson. Werenski fell down in the defensive zone, trying to find the handle. Here's Osterley with a shot blocked. Beecher throws one off the outside of the post, it looked like, and up and out of play.
Fans, Between the Pipes is sponsored by Charles D. Sheehy. If you're in the piping trades, you need to call Charles D. Sheehy, Boston's premier piping and mechanical product supplier. CDS is your local leader. Between the Pipes, and he's been busy here, and he's been perfect. Here is Elvis Merzlikins for the Columbus Blue Jackets, and for the Bruins, it's Jeremy Swayman.
3-5-1 record in 9 appearances for Merzlikins this year. 2.92 goals against and an .898 save percentage coming into the night. Jeremy Swayman, 5-6-2 at 3.35 goals against and an .888 save percentage entering the night. He's faced 14 shots, has stopped 11. Face-off tap toward the near boards by Coyle. Merkulov chased by Werenski going in behind the net, trying to stay with the puck. Merkulov still able to keep it. Backhands it toward the corner. Frederick shoulders Jiricek into the wall. Frederick brings the puck behind the net, turns it back onto his forehand, going back toward the far side. Had Merkulov in front, couldn't get it out there to him. Now McAvoy at the blue line. He whistles one wide. Osterley trying to get it back to the front of the net, and it finds its way onto Werenski's stick. Just gets it out of the zone. Frederick trying to gather it back in, but in traffic. And it'll be dumped into the Boston zone now by Danforth. So we come toward the midway point of this second period. Columbus with a 3-0 lead. Just playing the puck along the near boards was Jiricek. Merkulov will bring the Bruins ahead. Throws one toward Merzlikins, who steered that off into the corner. Zadorov comes racing over to the near side point to keep in. Around the boards it goes to Frederick in the far right corner. Peak trying to shoot. Blocked by Aston Reese. Taken off the end boards by Merkulov, and a centering pass in front looking for Zacha. Merkulov sets up Pasternak coming down the right circle, but his shot disrupted, goes off the back glass. Zadorov at the left point works his way toward the center of the blue line. Now Pasternak all the way out of the blue line. He'll carry it down the right wing side, go in behind the Columbus net.
Chasing him all the way around.
Here's Geekie, center blue line to Peak. Far side for Zadorov, brings it back out toward the right point. Now moving toward the high slot. Took a shot that goes up off the glass. Zacha picks up a loose puck along the far boards. Gives to Zadorov, top of the right circle. Centering pass, Pasternak. Shot blocked by Fabro. And that goes over the glass in the far corner.
Had them on the run a little bit. Nothing really to Merzlikins, maybe one or two, but had some tired Blue Jacket players out there on a long shift.
9:02 to go here in the second period. It's Columbus 3 and the Bruins nothing on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
You don't have to be a gymnast to make your best friend's taste buds flip. Just bring them some Pepperoni Original Beef Dog Treats. To learn more about Pepperoni Original Beef Flavor Snacks, go to pepperoni.com. That's PUPPERONI.com.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
Hi, I'm Angie Hicks, co-founder of Angie, and one thing I've learned is that you buy a house, but you make it a home. Because with every fix, update, and renovation, it becomes a little more your own. So you need all your jobs done well. For nearly 30 years, Angie has helped millions of homeowners hire skilled pros for the projects that matter. From plumbing to electrical, roof repair to deck upgrades. So leave it to the pros who will get your jobs done well. Hire high-quality certified pros at Angie.com.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit-forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281287 and MR283065.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
9:02 to go here in the second period. Columbus with a 3-0 lead. All of their goals coming back in the first period. Bruins with an attack zone face-off for Elias Lindholm. Chop toward the Columbus net. Provorov pivots in behind his netminder, and Marchenko gets the pass along the near side, just outside his blue line. Lindholm helping to force a turnover. Got hooked down to a knee. Brazo comes over to try to help out. Marchenko knocks down Lindholm, and Marchand takes a tumble along the near boards as well. And the puck will go over the glass on the far side as Provorov and Brazo came together.
That hit right in the neutral zone, knocking down a couple of Bruins, right? Lindholm and Marchand. Marchand's hit some good jump in this period. Drew that penalty to Fabro. It's been mostly down this end of the ice, and talking to the left side here, which is tilted in Columbus's direction.
Bruins bring out the...
This is when it started to turn against St. Louis for the Blues, right? When they really started to hem the Bruins in their own zone in that second period. Now they need to get rewarded for it.
Puck around the near boards here. Osterley digging for it. Osterley in his third game since being called up from Providence.
Yeah, he had a good, I'd say, game and a half, maybe a game and 2/3, and then he dipped a little bit in that third period, and maybe has taken in the overtime as well. But still in the lineup here today. Wotherspoon draws out.
Yeah, with Pete coming back in tonight after missing the last couple of weeks. Biel, who was called up today and has made an immediate impact in this one. Deep in his own zone along with Osterley. Puck blocked up along the near side corner. Will come in behind Swayman. Werenski picks it up off the far boards. Try to deal it back toward the blue line for Chinikov, but had to chase it back out into neutral ice. Werenski, pass up the middle. Chinikov floats it in wide of Swayman. Jeremy going to play it off the end boards and around toward the near corner. And up ice by Osterley. Picked off here in neutral ice. It's Tyler Johnson moving the Bruins ahead. Took a shot. Merzlikins made the save. He took a peek behind him.
Yeah, Johnson was by himself. He's had 2 chances from the same spot. One in the first period, one in the second period. This is going to float for icing here. Columbus will get called for it. Johnson was alone because Columbus backed off. The Bruins are trying to get a line change, and he had some good speed coming through that neutral zone. Got a nice pass. And the wrist shot, Merzlikins fought it off with the blocker at that time again. And it went off the blocker, off his body, and then back out the same way it came in. Johnson's had some good jump in this game.
And mentioned he missed the last couple of games to deal with a family issue. Frederick out of the right wing corner trying to center. Johnson's 5th game since officially signing with the Bruins. That wasn't an icing. Sidorov was coming back to get that puck. They let it go, and now
there's an interference. That one they called.
Charlie Coyle chasing a puck. Provorov took him down with 6:54 to go here in the second.
But now the Bruins have to capitalize. I mean, it's enough's enough type of thing right now for the Bruins. It's not even enough to have some zone time. You got to be able to capitalize now.
This will be their 4th power play of the game. It's brought to you by Bosch Tools, engineered for efficiency, comfort, and ease. Bosch Tools are built to keep workers going at full strength. Bosch Tools, what hard workers deserve. Provorov lost his stick, his glove. Pretty obvious.
Well, it was a similar one that we saw in the first period, but this one they got tied up with the referee, or the linesman of the referee. And Coyle went down.
There's a win of the face-off from Zacha. Center blue line, McAvoy to Pasternak, trying to set up Zacha inside of the circle. Instead, it's taken away and clear.
It was a setup. Werenski read it, but Pasternak didn't get all of that pass back to Zacha in the middle.
McAvoy, center ice, heels to a cutting Pasternak, plays it off the boards to himself, around behind the net. Now it comes to Marchand to the left side, hash marks. Hands off in the near corner to Pasternak. Now to Marchand along the goal line. Back to Pasternak. Takes a shot, blocked by Severson.
He's looking backdoor.
Yeah. As the puck goes the length of the ice here for Columbus with 1:25 to go in the Bruins power play. Boston going from right to left here in the second period. Pasternak passes for Zacha. Zacha gets it just inside the line, trying to send it toward the far side. It hit Pasternak in the skate inadvertently, and it's dumped back the other way by Monahan. Swayman plays it from away from his crease, picked off by Aston Reese, a centering pass, and Monahan right on the doorstep, denied by Swayman. Elias Lindholm in the neutral ice gives it to Merkulov, and he'll work his way into the Columbus zone. Stops along the right side, hash marks. Backhands it to the back of the net. Coyle moves it back toward Merkulov, far side. Pass back toward the point was deflected. Geekie able to get to it and wrap it in deep. Lori from the near side of the blue line. Behind the net for Brazo. In front, Coyle scores! Bruins with a much-needed power play goal, cut it back to a 3-1 game.
Yeah, a couple hard wraps. A good keeping by Geekie out at the right point, right? I mean, after Swayman bails himself out on a chance in front, the Bruins come back down the other way with that second unit. Lori's going to end up wrapping the puck down low for Brazo from the left point, right behind the net, and Brazo turns on his forehand, gets this puck out in front for Charlie Coyle. Coyle right in between the hash marks on the left, kind of the left hash mark, is he going to get this shot and put it just under the glove, actually, of Merzlikins. Boy, they, without saying, right? So Coyle draws the penalty on Provorov, and then he makes some pay as the second unit gets out there.
First power play goal in 25 chances for the Bruins.
Could have been absolute disaster after Swayman gave that puck away.
And the Bruins are going to get whistled for a quick icing here.
Bruins think the fans think it's a penalty because
Beecher went down.
Beecher got tripped up, but it's just an icing.
So that is their third power play goal in 40 chances over the last 11 games. A 3-1 game here with 5:24 to go in the second. The face-off win from Johnson. Puck volleyed out into the neutral ice. Beecher giving chase. Werenski gets back ahead of Frederick. Around the far boards, it comes out of the zone, and Zadorov will come back to get it in the Boston zone. Johnson to Peak, gives to Zadorov, cutting across his own blue line, carries all the way into the Columbus zone, down the right wing circle. Zadorov with a puck on his backhand, angles it back toward the near point where Johnson is there. Frederick, near circle, spins around Fantilli, knocked the puck off his stick briefly. Frederick got it back and got it to Johnson. Left circle, crossing pass. Peak stepping in for a shot. Blocker save Merzlikins.
Peak's had two great looks this period.
Frederick gets it from Johnson, out along the blue line. Plays it across, Johnson to the right wing circle and into the corner. Takes a hard hit, but stands his ground as Fantilli goes down, threw it in front of the net. But taken away, Van Riemsdyk will get it out here for Columbus. 4:23 to go in the second period. Bruins down by 2. Zadorov wrapping it around the near glass. It comes bouncing out into the neutral ice. Marchenko first stick on it. Lifted back into the Bruin zone by Voronkov. It'll bounce down just to the right of Jeremy Swayman. Coyle able to get through some traffic coming out of the zone. Tried to backhand it over Monahan, who knocked it out of the air. That'll be a hand pass against Columbus. So 3:56 to go here in the second. Bruins are on the board, but still trail 3-1 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit-forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281287 and MR283065.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Charlie Coyle's power play goal, his 4th of the season, set up by Justin Brazo and Mason Lorai. That's our delivery of the game, delivered by Granite City Electric's GCE Night Train. Electrical contractors, get on board the GCE Night Train. Order your materials to be delivered overnight to the job site the following morning and save time and money. Go to GCEnighttrain.com to order. Bruins down 3-1, 3:56 to go here in the second period. They have controlled much of the flow in this second period, out shooting Columbus 11-4 so far, and have the only goal of the period. As Zaka chases one into the left wing corner of the Columbus zone. Geeky in there as well. Puck taken away by Fabro. It'll be carried ahead by Olivier up the right side. Dumps it in around Lorai. Carlo comes back to get it. Takes a hit, but moves the puck. Pasternak along the far boards finds Geeky. Geeky will bring it through neutral ice. Lorai just inside the Columbus zone. Drops it down toward the corner, but steered back the near side by Provorov. Leaping play by Lorai to keep that puck into the blue line. Now trying to stick handle through some traffic. And Provorov will shoot it around the far boards. Carlos squeezing his body against the wall to keep that in. Geeky able to drag it back onto his stick and sends it around behind Merzlikins, who strays out behind the net to play it. Olivier will get it out of the zone, and McAvoy tries to bring it right back ahead quickly. Marchand just inside the blue line finds McAvoy left circle, but Provorov sticks it away. Around the far boards, it'll come to Corrali. Blue Jackets working their way ahead. Corrali tries to get it deep and does. Osterley against Zach Aston Reese. Corrali takes the puck and brings it around the near side boards and misses Severson back at the point. It'll go all the way down to Merzlikins. 2.5 to play in the period. Aston Reese lifting one to the Boston line. Osterley got it out of the air but lost it, and Corrali nearly set up Danforth for a one-timer. Block shot off of Lindholm. Severson plays it back in behind the net. Osterley gets it out from there, and Marchand to Elias Lindholm coming ahead. And Brazo's going to wind up offside as Lindholm made a little deke at the blue line.
Fans, hockey season's the perfect time to replace your old boiler with a new Peerless boiler. Don't wait until you have no heat. Go to peerlessboilers.com for a dealer near you. And remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
Bruins trailed at 3-0 until just a few minutes ago. Be great to see them get another one here before the end of the period. They try to come back for a 3-0 deficit. Coyle against Fantilli on the faceoff. Blue Jackets win it just outside their blue line. Fabro sends a pass up the far side. Fantilli centering pass for Van Riemsdyk, taken away by Coyle. Angled off the near boards. Merkulov will turn back into his own zone. Pass up the far side. Coyle forced back toward his own blue line. Puck jumps out of play. Second game of the call up here for Merkulov. What have you thought of him so far?
I think he's creative. I think that, you kind of appreciate him a little bit more as you watch him. I think he's got some high skill. He's got a high hockey IQ. I got some pushing and shoving on the far side over there.
Biel and Voronkov before the drop of the puck.
There's a place for him as long as it's on a consistent basis, and I haven't seen anything on the defensive side of things. Voronkov's going to get a high stick.
Yeah, he and Viel continued jawing at each other, and as they separated, stick got up. So Bruins get the extra attacker on the delayed penalty. It'll be Beecher carrying ahead, dumps it around Merzlikins. It'll go all the way around to the far corner, Lohrei, and then lost it on to Monahan. Whistle comes with 1:24 to go here in the period, and the Bruins will get their 5th power play chance of the game.
Voronkov is right in front of the bench, and they separated them initially. They're checking for some blood on Viel. That could be from anything today. He's been involved physically. He's got it on his lip. He's trying to show him. They're going to give him 2 minutes though.
Good effort by Viel though. The stick battle. Both sticks got up.
Almost looked a little bit more like the elbow or arm, but the stick, the evidence was left up near the head there.
Voronkov lost his stick in there. Yeah.
But optics of that were not good. Let's see if the Bruins can build on it, right? We've seen teams get out of slumps with multiple goal games, whether it's Toronto or St. Louis against the Bruins.
Here's Marchand with a shot off the draw, but that goes up and out of play off a deflection.
Just looking down, a couple of guys that, Columbus missing, you're missing Goodbranson. You're also missing Kent Johnson, a really good young player for them.
Yeah, he had 5
points.
Of potential. He had 5 points in 4 games before he got hurt. He's close to back. He's been practicing, but not ready to go quite yet. You mentioned earlier, Boone Jenner, their captain, out most of the season after having shoulder surgery.
It's a tough one. He's a heart and soul player. And Branson, a tough defenseman for them, hard nose.
Marchand out of the left wing corner, pops it free to Lindholm. Back to the blue line for McAvoy. Over to the far side, and a one-timer by Zacha. Merzlikins the save. McAvoy kept the puck in, but then lost it. And here's Sillinger on a breakaway, shorthanded. Chopped away from behind by Zacha.
Zacha used his feet to get back. All he was waiting for was Sillinger to bring that puck to the forehand. And then he was either going to lift the stick or chop it away. And he waited. He was patient on that back check, not to reach in.
Zacha carrying it into the Columbus zone. Lost it. Severson will clear it down ice. And racing down to get it is Zach Aston Reese here for the Blue Jackets. Goes around behind the Bruins net. Pasternak, McAvoy, and Lindholm all converge on him. Pasternak will bring the puck loose. Now Zacha in the far circle. Aston Reese in on the forecheck, causing all sorts of havoc.
I thought Jim Montgomery might go with the second unit to start this power play.
Brazo comes back to get it. Now a penalty in the Bruins defensive zone here with 14.7 to go. 1:09 off the power play clock. And the Bruins, Charlie McAvoy will go to the box here.
They're going to call him from taking down Monahan, I believe, but sloppy with that unit on the defensive side.
14.7 seconds left in this second period, and we'll see some 4-on-4 hockey for the second time tonight. After the Bruins finally snapped that, what was an 0-for-24 streak. Late second period chance goes for naught. Face off to the right of Swayman. Coyle against Monahan on the draw. It comes back to Werenski at the point. Werenski trying to find some space as Coyle shadows him out near the blue line. Sweeps it deep. Monahan in the right wing corner. 5 to go in the period. Zadorov takes one away. He'll carry it ahead. Dumps one in just wide of Merzlikins, and that will do it for the period. So it'll be 36 seconds more of 4-on-4 time, and then 1:10 of power play time on the way for Columbus, barring any penalties early on in the period. And the Bruins are down by 2. 3-1 Columbus after 2 here at TD Garden. We'll have more coming up on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit-forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281287 and MR283065.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you, you're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
Lowe's knows you want to get even more value for the holiday. That's why as a MyLowe's Rewards member, you get new member deals on holiday decor, tools, and more. And you earn points when you shop. More points equal more rewards to help you save on holiday and more. Not a member? Join for free today at Lowe's.com/MyLowe's Rewards. Because Lowe's knows deals. Program subject to terms and conditions. Points are awarded on eligible purchases. See Lowe's.com/terms for full details. Subject to change.
Get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days. Whether it's a rugged new Passport, Pilot with available all-wheel drive, or powerful Ridgeline. Turn your dream Honda into reality during Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 1.9% APR on a 2025 Honda Passport and a 2.9% APR on a 2025 Pilot or Ridgeline.
See dealer for financing details.
What's up, y'all? It's Joe Budden, here to talk about Prize Picks. Run your game as the basketball season ramps up with Prize Picks, the best place to get real money sports action. The app is really simple to use. Pick 2 or more players across any sport, pick more or less on their projection, and you could win up to 100 times your money.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code GET100 and get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code GET100 on Prize Picks. Run your game.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Lori from the near side of the blue line. Behind the net for Brazo. In front, Coyle scores! Bruins with a much-needed power play goal. Cut it back to a 3-1 game. Charlie Coyle's goal at 14:30 of the second was the only goal of that period as the Bruins trail Columbus 3-1 after 2. Back here alongside Bob Beers, I'm Ryan Johnston. And At the beginning of tonight's broadcast, we talked a little bit about the opportunity that lays ahead here for the Bruins. Starting with tonight, the schedule is awfully kind right now, but it starts with tonight, and they're down 2 goals after 2 periods.
I'll rewind it to the game against St. Louis.
Right.
You know, a team that has battled but are missing 4 defensemen and their top forward coming into the TD Garden, and, you know, you just lost to Dallas. So here's the numbers for the Bruins, starting with the St. Louis game. 11 games, 8 of them at home. This is game 2 of that stretch. So 8 out of 11 at home. And starting with the St. Louis Blues, this being number 2, 10 of the 11 teams that they face are either 500 or worse, record-wise. There's a ton of teams at 500, right? And first of all, that's what's helping the Bruins kind of stay in this thing. And it's 20 games into the season, I get it, so there's a lot of time. But you still, you know, you go on a bit of a losing streak, and 1 or 2 of these teams goes on a bit of a winning streak, and all of a sudden now you're chasing. But that's what the Bruins can do to them with this stretch. It's 10 of the 11 teams that they face are either, there's only one team, it's the Vancouver Canucks, that are over 500. You know, I'm looking at the schedule right now. You had St. Louis, you got Columbus today, Utah's 500, Detroit's under 500, then you got Vancouver, Islanders 500. You go through a stretch of 4 straight, Pittsburgh, Montreal, Detroit, Chicago, all under 500. And then you finish with the Flyers, who have played better hockey just to get back to 500.
Right.
Because they had a poor start. This is like a golden opportunity. And I'm not saying that you just walk into a game and you should win. The Bruins are 500 themselves. So I'm not applauding them, but they feel that they should be better. You talk to them, you hear them, you listen to them, they all feel to a man that they should be better than where they are right now. There's certain things that are holding them back. Well, what better time to get there right now than when you're playing against some teams that, if you're as good as you think you are, that you should beat. And all these home games coming up. And you lose to St. Louis after leading 2-1 after 2. You lose in overtime. You get a point, but that kind of rings hollow a little bit right now in the way that they want to play and what their expectations are. And now you're against Columbus, and you had great chances in the first, but you had some bad mistakes that lead to at least 2 of the 3 goals in the first period. And, you know, even though you get the power play, Ryan, in the second period, you're still even on special teams. You gave up a shorthanded goal.
Right.
One that was certainly preventable, you know, with a little more assertiveness on the back end. It's definitely preventable. But so it's frustrating right now for, I know it's frustrating for the players. I know it's frustrating for the coaches, and we all know the intensity upstairs. I know it's frustrating for everybody watching and trying to fix it right now. But, you know, enough of the talk and time to get it done on the ice. We've seen signs of it here today, but we've also seen signs of kind of the same mistakes or similar mistakes.
Well, look, this is game number 20, so you're essentially a quarter of the way through the season tonight. It's understandable that with a lot of new faces in the lineup, there's a growing process here, but you're kind of getting to the point where you need to see that growth and you need to see improvement, you know, top to bottom on this team.
And they're starting to make those minor changes, and I say minor because you try different things, right, to fix it. You try call-ups and benching guys. All right, we've seen that for 2 games now. We've seen a couple of call-ups. We've seen a couple of guys found in the press box that have played all the games or most of the games this year. So that's kind of step 1. And you're looking for a spark. I mean, you know, look what Viel did in the first period. I thought he gave him a good spark, good fight with Olivier there at the blue line. You know, hit, penalty or no penalty, energy, big hit. You know, okay, you need it. You want to see it. And I thought the Bruins had, I mean, they did. They had a ton of chances in the first period. They just made bad mistakes at the other end that lead to goals. And so that's the frustrating part of it, because you're getting the chances, and you can point to scoring. Okay, that's part of it, but clean up the other side. And then, you know, you get those chances, said it all along. If you win a game 1-0 or 2-1, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a W. And they won those 2 back-to-back, shutout games, and they went through that good stretch. And you said, okay, maybe they're starting to figure it out now.
Well, we'll see if they can figure it out in the third period, down by 2 goals. It's our Music of the Game, brought to you by Live Nation. Lincoln Park From Zero World Tour 2025 is live in Boston here at TD Garden Friday, August 1st. Get tickets Thursday at livenation.com. We're going to check if Sports Hub headlines next on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Shop early, save big, all month long during Black Friday build-up at Lowe's. Right now, get select pre-lit artificial Christmas trees starting at just $59.98. Don't wait to save. Shop these deals today, in-store or online, because Lowe's knows deals. Discount taken at time of purchase while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days. Whether it's a rugged new Passport, Pilot with available all-wheel drive, or powerful Ridgeline. Turn your dream Honda into reality during Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 1.9% APR on a 2025 Honda Passport and a 2.9% APR on a 2025 Pilot or Ridgeline.
See dealer for financing details.
Full house this holiday? Switch to Fios Home Internet with whole home Wi-Fi and get fully covered. That means you get the 100% fiber optic network in every room of your home with a Fios 1 gig internet plan. Perfect for when your extended family extends their stay. Call 1-800-VERIZON to switch today. Whole home Wi-Fi includes 1 router and Wi-Fi extender. Wi-Fi extender provided during professional setup if recommended after Wi-Fi performance analysis or shipped upon customer request after setup. May require the purchase of additional Wi-Fi extenders.
Blinds.com is kicking off the savings early with Black Friday mega deals all month long. Avoid the home renovation overwhelm. Swapping out old blinds for custom window coverings is a small project with big results. And Blinds.com makes it easy and affordable. It's a busy season. Skip the long lines or waiting around all day just to get a quote. With Blinds.com, shopping online doesn't mean sacrificing on quality, style, or service. A Blinds.com design expert can help you make the perfect selection on your schedule. We can even handle everything from measure to install. And you can get window treatments for your whole home installed for just one low cost. With over 25 million windows covered, Blinds.com is the #1 online retailer of custom window coverings. Shop Black Friday mega deals all month long at Blinds.com. Get up to 45% off site-wide and a free professional measure right now at Blinds.com. That's up to 45% off and a free measure now at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
Boston. This is Boston's most listened to sports station. Boston's home for sports. 95. Sports Hub, a Beasley Media Group station. Sports Hub headlines.
Your NHL scoreboard after 2 periods. Colorado leads Philadelphia 2-0. Right now, 10 minutes to go in the second period. No score between Montreal and Edmonton. And after 1 period, Anaheim, they lead Dallas 2-0. Just a few other games tonight on the slate. The Utah Hockey Club hosts Washington at 9 o'clock. And then San Jose will host Detroit. That game is at 10:30. Patriots now 3-8 on the season after their 28-22 loss to the Rams yesterday. They'll take on Miami this Sunday. Monday Night Football. The Texans have a 14-7 lead right now over the Cowboys, and the Celtics host the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're undefeated on the season tomorrow at the Garden. Peyton Pritchard questionable for that one. Get all the latest Bruins news, team updates, access to offers and promotions, and delivered straight to your inbox by signing up for the official newsletter of the Boston Bruins. Head to bostonbruins.com/newsletter to sign up today. I'm Joe Murray. The third period is next on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
What's up, y'all? It's Joe Budden here to talk about Prize Picks. Football season is heating up, and PrizePicks is the best place to get real money sports action while watching football. The app is really simple to use. Pick 2 or more players across any sport, pick more or less on their projection, and you could win up to 100 times your money.
Download the PrizePicks app today and use code GET100 and get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code GET100 on PrizePicks. Run your game.
What would you do if your online store converted 36% more shoppers? You could take 36% more vacation.
Another pina colada? Yes, please.
Open a new retail location with 36% more square feet.
Fantastic.
Hire 36% more help.
You're hired and you're hired.
Shopify has the world's best converting checkout, up to 36% better than other e-commerce platforms. What you do with those extra sales is up to you. Switch to Shopify today at shopify.com/listen and get a $1 trial. Shopify.com/listen.
You have year-end goals. Constant Contact has what it takes to help you meet them faster. Sell more, raise more, and build real relationships with your audience with Constant Contact's digital marketing tools, all made to fast-track your success. Put the go in your 2024 goals with email, social, SMS, and customized marketing campaigns built for you in just a few clicks. Ready, set, go to ConstantContact.com and start your free trial today.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub. This is a black and gold flashback.
Krejci cutting towards the slot. Erickson in the left wing circle. Feeds it in front. Tip score! Moving to the left wing circle. Wristing it towards it. It loose puck. Score! Erickson banks it in off Dubnyk. Bruins in transition the other way. Erickson, Krejci, Bolesky 3-on-1 if they can hurry. Erickson, Krejci. Erickson scores! For his third career hat trick on the give and go with Krejci. Louis Erickson with a 3-goal game. Here come the Hats. It's 4-2.
Our black and gold flashback tonight, taking us back to this week in 2015. Louis Erickson with his first hat trick as a Bruin, as the Bees beat the Minnesota Wild 4-2. Had the game winner in that one. As we welcome you back here to TD Garden, where the Bruins trail the Columbus Blue Jackets by the score of 3-1 as we head into the third period. Columbus with 3 unanswered goals in the first period. Dmitry Voronkov with his third of the year from Sean Monahan and Dante Fabro at 5:17. Matthew Olivier, a shorthanded goal, his 6th of the season, unassisted at 10:39. And then James Van Riemsdyk's third of the year from Zach Werenski and Adam Fantilli at 19:28 to make it a 3-0 lead. Charlie Coyle, a power play goal from Justin Brazo and Mason Lohrei at 14:30 of the second, getting the Bruins on the board, but still trailing by 2 as we go to the third period. This is the 11th home game for the Bruins this year. They have a 5-3-2 record in this building. They have not scored a third period goal since the home opener against Montreal. They have allowed 8 goals in the third period in that span. Teams will skate 4-on-4 to start the third for 36 seconds, and then Columbus will have a minute 10 of power play time, barring any more penalties. So it'll be Frederick and Johnson with Peak and Lorai, the four-man unit here for Boston. Frederick wins the opening face-off. Bruins will go from left to right offensively here in the third period. Peak pressured deep in the Boston zone by Chinakhov. Settles in behind the Boston net. Now angles a pass up ice to Lorai. He and Johnson coming forward. Just onside. Lorai trying to deal it for Frederick on the right side. Picked off by Sillinger. Lorai wins it back just outside the Boston attack zone. From the red line, drops it back to Peak. 5 seconds before Voronkov comes out of the box.
Yeah, just hold it here.
And Peak goes back towards Swayman. Hangs on to it. Now scales one up ice for Marchand. Couldn't find him cleanly, but Columbus now on the power play. Fantilli wraps it around behind Swayman. Far side Voronkov. Marchand took a hard tumble into the boards. There's a drive down the middle here by Monahan.
Yeah,
Save made.
Marchand's shaking up. He's on that back check, and he's coming towards the boards, and he just loses an edge, and he goes into the boards hard. It's clean ice. You lose that edge, I mean, you're going to go in hard anyhow, whether it's clean or not, but he goes in hard there, and he got up, made his way to the bench after that save was made there, but that's an awkward fall there by Brad Marchand. You can see the pain in his face as he goes to the bench. I don't know where that got him, whether it was the wrist or the full body.
Looked like he was flexing that right arm a little bit. Werenski gives it for Marchenko on the left side. 37 seconds left on the Columbus power play. Voronkov moved it past Zadorov onto Fantilli, right wing circle. Fantilli brings it back a little lower. Now deals back to Werenski. Walks along the blue line. 23 to go in the power play. Back to Werenski from Marchenko. Coyle able to redirect a pass toward Fantilli over the glass far side.
Yeah, good stick there, Coyle. Coyle's got the goal in this game. He's had a couple of good setups as well, right? He had the setup with him and Frederick in front of the net. He had the setup for Merkulov for his shot in the slot area. The one I'd like to see him have back, and I think he'd love to have it back. He made a good move. It was a 2-on-1 with him and Peak. He was on the left wing side. He drew the puck to his backhand around the defender who was sliding, and he had Peak coming to the net, and it just rolled off the toe of his stick.
Werenski at the left point here gets things set up. Monahan trying to tap one free, and does. Marchenko got it back to Severson at the right point. McAvoy getting ready to come out of the box. Puck came into the air to Marchenko. Gloves it down, fires back to Werenski in a one-timer stick to side. In the near corner, Zadorov with the Bruins at full strength here. Just about 2 minutes gone by in the third period. Can't get it cleared. Werenski with a drive kicked aside by Swayman. Werenski has it back at the left point. Throws one in front. This time blocked by Carlo, who's hurting a bit.
A couple blocks by Carlo during that sequence.
He's slowly back toward the bench. McAvoy goes back as well after his stick broke. Puck goes into the Columbus zone. Severson angles up the right side for Danforth. Dumped in around Swayman. Corrali shielding the puck. Lost it to Pasternak. It comes to Merkulov. He sends it off the right side. Pasternak couldn't get to it in time. Provorov will keep it moving around the far side. Danforth to Corrali, tipped up into the air. Knocked out of the air by Geekie, but here's Corrali stepping in, and from the left circle, the shot into Swayman's body. No rebound.
You know, you're through almost 3 minutes of this period now. You're through the penalties. You know, you got past the man advantage, the carryover man advantage once the 4-on-4 ended. You know, now you got to get back to that relentless style up front, up the ice. They had some of it in the second period. They certainly had it in the first period where they created some turnovers and some good chances for themselves, and Merzlikins was the difference. Some crazy errors on your own that lead to goals, but now, I mean, you've been kind of criticized for not. You came back against St. Louis in St. Louis, but you've been criticized for third periods here at the TD Garden, and now's a perfect opportunity to kind of figure that one out.
Been outscored 8-1 here at home in the third periods this year. Sillinger into the corner. Osterley right there. Coyle will take it and go behind the net. Sillinger chasing. Coyle comes around toward the near circle. Pass out of Osterley's reach. Olivier kept it in briefly, but now Osterley has it back. Up the right side, finds Coyle. Steps into the Columbus zone. Right circle. Forced to the boards by Fabro was Frederick. McAvoy sends over to Osterley. Back across for Frederick. Trying to pull the trigger. Couldn't get it to the net. Came back to Frederick. His shot blocked off the leg of Fabro.
Boy, he had Merkulov down to the net, too, if he can keep control of that puck.
Merkulov takes a tumble in front of the net, looking for a penalty.
Merzlikin's got the stick in on him.
Swayman off a dump in, played it around the far boards, but right to Aston Reese, who throws it in front off of Osterley, and Swayman makes the stop and hangs on to it.
Yeah, Frederick a little upset with himself right now, a little frustrated. He had a chance to let that shot go on a nice little passing play. He would have had to navigate his way around Fabro, who's coming out, but he did get the second chance. Didn't see if Merzlikins made that save or if it went off of Fabro in front.
I think it did. I think when Frederick went to field that initial pass to get the shot, just rolled on him.
Well, he's looking up. He's saying, how do I get this this puck past Fabro, who's coming out to try to block it? Rolled right off the end of his stick.
3:58 gone by, third period. Bruins down 2. Brazo taps one out into the neutral zone. Now goes and steals one near the red line. Moves it into the Columbus zone. Goes down. Blue Jackets will head the other way. Danforth played it down into the right wing corner. Carlo on top of him. Wins the puck. Lindholm slides it ahead for Marchand. Crisscrossing with Brazo coming to the right side. Marchand gets it deep. Brazo in there against Werenski, who stops short. Danforth along the near boards, challenged by Lindholm. Blue Jackets will clear it away. Corrali from the red line plays it into the Boston zone. Lorai circles behind the Bruins net. Pass up to the right side for Pasternak. Deep it goes. Merzlikins came out of the net, didn't play it. Jiricek spun it around the far boards. Out through the neutral ice. Hacked on into the Bruins zone by Van Riemsdyk, who has one of the 3 Columbus goals tonight. Far circle. LeBanc able to get position and win that puck. Christensen at the left point. Sweeps it back in deep. They try to set up Van Riemsdyk down the left circle, but picked off, and Zacha will deal it out. In across the Columbus line. Long shot by Geekie. Merzlikins the save and dives on the loose puck.
Yeah, that puck almost got away from him, and you got Zacha coming in from the right wing side, but he kept good, well enough control of it that it did not after the initial save was made, and he was able to cover.
An attack zone face-off coming up. Merzlikins has been really good tonight when he is needed to be. 21 out of 22, but some really big saves, especially in that first period. Beecher chopping one into the corner. Here's Jeffrey Viel sending it around the near boards for McAvoy. Back deep it comes. Viel took a bump from Provorov. Came back their way. Provorov skating it toward the near corner. Sends one out to the blue line and pushed out of the zone by Voronkov. Tap back in here. Beecher diving effort by McAvoy. Sent one across the slot. Viel was coming down the middle but couldn't catch up to it. On the near boards, Beecher knocked down by Voronkov. Puck brought ahead here by Marchenko. Blue Jackets into the attack zone. Over to Provorov. Left circle, a shot. Saved by Swayman. Rebound grabbed and sent up the boards by Viel. Werenski keeps it in. Monahan out of the left wing corner. Centering pass, and Werenski missed it.
Bruins need some forwards off the ice. They're going to get him.
Werenski brings it back into the Columbus attack zone. Shoots one up over Swayman. Carried around the boards and kept in by Sillinger just on. He plays in behind the net. Olivier got it out in front. Trying to find it was Chinikov. Bruins have it instead. McAvoy to Coyle up the middle. Coyle will skate it through the center circle. Left wing pass to Frederick. Back to Coyle. Bounced away from him into the far corner.
We're going to get a power play.
And Merkulov got taken down into the Columbus net. Extra skater will come on here on the delayed penalty. Lorai's got it back to Pasternak. Pasternak at the blue line. Sends across to the near side for Carlo. Merkulov now working his way back over to Carlo.
Olivier not happy with Merkulov.
Yeah, Olivier. Here's Pasternak over to the far side and back across looking for Frederick. will bring the stoppage as Columbus touches up. Olivier headed to the box, 13:02 to go. Bruins trail it 3-1 here on home ice on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Build up to Black Friday with savings all month long at Lowe's. Get up to 50% off select major appliances, plus take an additional 10% off when you buy select major appliances. And don't wait to pick up holiday inflatables under $20. Don't wait to save, in-store or online now, because Lowe's knows deals. Valid 11/6 through 12/4. Cannot be combined with additional discounts. See Lowe's.com for details and qualifying items while supplies last.
Full house this holiday? Switch to Fios Home Internet with whole home Wi-Fi and get fully covered. That means you get the 100% fiber optic network in every room of your home with a Fios 1 gig internet plan. Perfect for when your extended family extends their stay. Call 1-800-VERIZON to switch today. Whole home Wi-Fi includes one router and Wi-Fi extender. Wi-Fi extender provided during professional setup if recommended after Wi-Fi performance analysis or shipped upon customer request after setup. May require the purchase of additional Wi-Fi extenders.
Get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days. Whether it's a rugged new Passport, Pilot with available all-wheel drive, or powerful Ridgeline. Turn your dream Honda into reality during Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 1.9% APR on a 2025 Honda Passport and a 2.9% APR on a 2025 Pilot or Ridgeline.
See dealer for financing details.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
13:02 to go here in the third period. Bruins go to the power play for the sixth time tonight as Matthew Olivier called for interfering with Georgi Merkulov. Olivier spent that entire break muttering to himself and shaking his head in the penalty box.
Well, that's because the referees weren't in anywhere earshot, but now Dean Evison really giving it to one of the referees over there.
Boston 1 for 5 on the power play tonight, trailing 3-1 here with just over 13 minutes to go. Off the face-off, Severson tries to clear.
Starting with, right?
Yep, it's what is typically the second unit. Lohrei, center of the blue line. Gives over to Geekie, left circle. Up top for Lohrei, fumbles it out near the blue line. Forced out of the zone by Sillinger, who comes up ice. He's got a man coming down the middle, and they score. Justin Danforth with the Blue Jackets' second shorthanded goal of the night. It's 4-1.
It's just they win the faceoff. They have possession. This pass goes to Lohrei out at the point. It's a little on his backhand instead of on his forehand. He can't handle it, and Sillinger gets going up the left wing side. And because Lohrai's really the only guy back, because you've got full possession, can't get back in time. Sillinger makes a perfect pass. Swayman, no chance. You still have the power play here, but so, you know, we talked about it. Does Jim Montgomery go to the unit that scored? And he did. He went to the second unit. And
there's Pasternak sending one across. Elias Lindholm with a shot. Save Merzlikins. Puck went up in the air and was touched with a high stick by the Blue Jackets. That'll bring a whistle.
It's the mistakes that they make are just
unforced errors.
Head scratch.
Yeah.
It's a simple pass back to the point, and you should be able to handle it. Even though it's not where it should be, you should be able to handle it. And it's the mistakes are just, you can't believe some of the mistakes they make. They've allowed 2 goals when they've had full possession in the offensive zone.
McAvoy will bring it out of the Boston zone here. So we tick down to 12 minutes to go in the third period. Dump in, took a funny hop out of the corner. Chance for Marchand in front, blocked, and Severson clears.
He's looking at the glass. Good thing he stayed in the net.
It's not the first funny hop behind him tonight.
Rule of thumb is you stay in the net as a goaltender. If that puck's on the glass on a dumping, right?
Lindholm along the near side boards, yeah, and it volleys back out. McAvoy.
Even this unit, last time, they gave up a breakaway, and it was a great play by Zaka coming back to break it up, and then the Bruins scored right after it.
Marchand reaching for a puck along the near face-off dot. Pasternak at the blue line whips it across ice, but it'll come out of the zone as Zadorov wrestling with Monahan. Aston Reese will get it deep in behind Swayman. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Peak to Frederick. Skating it up toward the Columbus line. All the way into the left wing circle. A centering pass for Johnson on the back door.
He's had 3 great chances. What a save.
Back come the Blue Jackets. They're back at full strength now. Peak on the end board. Sillinger's got it on his stick. Pivots away from Merkulov. Carries it into the right wing corner. Goes around behind the net. Johnson and Sillinger collide along the near boards. Johnson lost his stick. Sillinger sends it across, and Severson puts it up over the net. Johnson chasing Provorov back into the neutral ice here with 10.5 to go. Bruins now been outscored 9-1 in third periods at home in 11 games this year. Fantilli, left wing circle. Around the boards it goes to the far side. Fabro deals it to the near point for Werenski. Throws in front. Carlo got a stick on it. VL in the far corner. Picked off along the boards by Fantilli. Fabro walks it along the blue line. Werenski sends it wide of the net as Fantilli tried to redirect that. Comes deep, and Lohrei and Fantilli come after it. One pops free. VL will take it. Gets it just out of the zone. Werenski sent it back in. Carlo right there, and he sends a pass up to the attacking side of the red line for Beecher. Beecher brings it back and gives to McAvoy. McAvoy stick handles around Monahan. Tried to spring Marchand up the left side, just out of his reach. Monahan will lob it back out to center ice. 9:25 left here in the third. Chenko went into the end boards, dropped his stick. Trying to set up a shot, or a forecheck rather. Lindholm with a shot down the other end.
And then he was trying to reach for a stick off the bench. Marchenko was, and he ended up running over the linesman or taking out his feet.
McAvoy backhanding it deep into the Columbus zone. Provorov, Sillinger, and right back out it comes. Pete coming back to get it. Angles one in toward the net. Forced Swayman to play it away from his crease. Now Pasternak will bring out of the zone. Geekie reaching back to pick up a puck. Dumps it in. Around into the far corner it goes. Severson got position on Pasternak. It came free. And the Bruins have it with Geekie. Tried to throw it to the net. Blocked by Chinikov. And out it comes courtesy of Olivier. Under 8.5 to play. Peak to Geekie, and deep it goes again. Frederick wrestled down by Danforth. Danforth plays it out of his zone. Aston Reese into the Boston zone. Left circle shot off of Swayman's stick and up over the net. Frederick has it on his stick now in the neutral ice, but gets bogged down in between the benches. Corrali comes over, gives him a bump. Frederick able to spin free, get it into the zone. Took the hit to do it. Coyle reaching out as the puck goes in behind the net against Werenski. Drops it back to Fabro. Out in the neutral ice. Lohrei gloves it down. Sticks a pass along for Frederick. Drop back to Carlo, and from the red line, he wires it in. Merzlikins knocks it off the dasher. Danforth, the turnover just inside his own blue line. Here's Johnson, centering pass. Beecher coming down the left circle. Couldn't handle it cleanly. McAvoy out near the blue line. His shot, and Merzlikins made the save with Beecher right in front. And Beecher and Fabro get into it a bit. 7:28 to go. Columbus with a 4-1 lead here at TD Garden on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Shop early, save big, all month long during Black Friday build-up at Lowe's. Right now, get select pre-lit artificial Christmas trees starting at just $59.98. Don't wait to save. Shop these deals today, in-store or online. Because Lowe's knows deals. Discount taken at time of purchase while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Full house this holiday? Switch to Fios Home Internet with whole home Wi-Fi and get fully covered. That means you get the 100% fiber optic network in every room of your home with a Fios 1 gig internet plan. Perfect for when your extended family extends their stay. Call 1-800-VERIZON to switch today. Whole home Wi-Fi includes one router and Wi-Fi extender. Wi-Fi extender provided during professional setup if recommended after Wi-Fi performance analysis or shipped upon customer request after setup. May require the purchase of additional Wi-Fi extenders.
Blinds.com is kicking off the savings early with Black Friday mega deals all month long. Avoid the home renovation overwhelm. Swapping out old blinds for custom window coverings is a small project with big results. And Blinds.com makes it easy and affordable. It's a busy season. Skip the long lines or waiting around all day just to get a quote. With Blinds.com, shopping online doesn't mean sacrificing on quality, style, or service. A Blinds.com design expert can help you make the perfect selection on your schedule. We can even handle everything from measure to install. And you can get window treatments for your whole home installed for just one low cost. With over 25 million windows covered, Blinds.com is the #1 online retailer of custom window coverings. Shop Black Friday mega deals all month long at Blinds.com. Get up to 45% off site-wide and a free professional measure right now at Blinds.com. That's up to 45% off and a free measure now at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5 thesportshub.com.
Bruins trailing at 4-1, 7:28 to go.
At some point, I mean, we've seen Jim Montgomery do it already this year. It has not worked, obviously, but I don't think they're going to wait very long to pull Jeremy Swayman.
I mean, you're down 3 with 7.5 minutes to go. I mean,
I think he's done it at the 6-minute mark earlier this season. Right around there, anyhow.
So, face-off in the offensive zone. Swayman is staying put for now, but there was some discussion over by the Bruins bench before or during that timeout. Lorai out at the blue line, couldn't hold it in. Fantilli's going to bring it ahead 2-on-1 here. Fantilli centering pass. He was trying to find LeBanc. It hit his skate and went wide. Through neutral ice, Brazo couldn't knock it down. Fabro will get it back out of the Columbus zone. McAvoy, pass angled ahead from Marchand to Brazo, just inside the Columbus zone. Taken down by Brazo or by Fabro along the near boards. Lifted back up into the air and settled by Marchand back at his own blue line. He and Lindholm almost collided. Lindholm will drop it back to McAvoy. Around the near boards, Brazo waiting for it, steps into the Columbus zone. On the near circle, he'll play it around behind the net. Merkulov lets it go. Zadorov pinching in to wrap it back around near side for his defense partner Peak. The back of the Columbus net, Severson played it back toward the near side, and he'll come out up the middle with Zadorov gathering it back in, and Peak lifts one toward Merzlikins. Coyle, final one time a bouncing puck, ended up going over the net, lifted up into the air by Werenski. Frederick gloves that down, but out of the zone it comes from Voronkov. Leaks pass to Frederick, tipped on into the Columbus end. 6 minutes to go. Bruins trailing by 3. Marchenko and Carlo collide in the near circle of the Bruins zone. Puck came free to Monahan, centering pass, and they score. Igor Chinakhov able to rip that one over Swayman. It's 5-1.
Slot chance. Monahan finds Chinakhov, who's open. Again, the black jerseys around him. But Monahan is going to pick this off over on that left side and get back down kind of towards below the goal line that time. And it's just, I mean, there's 3 black jerseys right there.
I mean,
it's hard to figure out.
Carlo in the neutral zone.
I mean, obviously, if they could figure it out, they've already done it. But there's jerseys around some of these open shooters. Today, it's been a little bit different. But that's happened several times in the past.
Puck on the stick of Beecher here as he steps into the Columbus zone and backhands it deep.
Remember we said before the game as well, Columbus can score goals. They've scored 6 goals in a game this year 5 times.
Yeah, including just the other night against Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Well, they got 5 here.
And then they gave up 5 the next night to Montreal.
They could have been a 5 in the first period today.
Yeah, Merzlikins has been dynamite. Brazo sticks that aside. The Bruins have had numerous chances tonight.
Yeah, but there's just too many mistakes with the other.
Yeah.
You give 2 shorthanded goals up. You finally score on the power play, but you give 2 shorthanded goals up.
Coyle, left circle, back to Zadorov, one-timer, sticked aside. Centering pass, Peak creeping down the right wing circle, just out of his reach. He'll get it back now, throws it to the net. Brazo redirects on Merzlikins, who makes the save. Marchand trying to center. Brazo near side face-off dot, got it back to Coyle for a long shot straight on. That one directed off into the far corner. Coyle able to win it back from Danforth. Works his way through the high slot, shot it wide. Brazo got it across. Merzlikins takes one away from Marchand. And another dump into the Boston zone by Danforth with under 4 minutes to play. McAvoy from the near face-off circle. Pass into neutral ice. Directed to the Columbus line by Frederick. Right back into the Boston zone it comes. Swayman comes out of the net to play it. Able to avoid Fantilli. Blue Jackets have it back now in the neutral ice again. It's Provorov to dump it in this time. Frederick can't get it out. Fabro throws to the net. Blocked by Tyler Johnson. Puck kicks out to neutral ice. Dump in by Provorov once again. Lorai turning it to McAvoy. Dump in by Geekie to the back of the Columbus net. Merzlikins shoots it around the glass. Marchenko will help it out of his zone past Carlo. 3 minutes to go. Bruins down 5-1 here on home ice. Merzlikins poke checks one away from Zacha in front. Wired wide of the net here by Geekie. Carlo pinching in against Marchenko. Helps loosen up the puck, but Monahan's got it. And he'll casually bring it out into the neutral ice. Christensen way down into the right wing corner. It came around behind Monahan. Pasternak breaks the Bruins out. Left side for Zacha, sending back across. Geekie had it get caught up in his skates. Marchenko on the near boards. Geekie steered it back in deep. The Bruins at the end of the shift go for a change with 2:20 to play. Chinakhov will bring it into the Boston zone. On the left side, Olivier. VL takes him hard into the boards. Those two tangled about 2.5 minutes into this game as Swayman covers it up at the side of the net. We've got 2:05 remaining, and Columbus comfortably ahead 5-1 here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Lowe's knows you want to get even more value for the holiday. That's why as a MyLowe's Rewards member, you get new member deals on holiday decor, tools, and more. And you earn points when you shop. More points equal more rewards to help you save on holiday and more. Not a member? Join for free today at Lowe's.com/MyLowe'sRewards. Because Lowe's knows deals. Program subject to terms and conditions. Points are awarded on eligible purchases. See Lowe's.com/terms for full details. Subject to change.
Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Man, it's hockey season, the perfect time to replace your old boiler with a new Peerless boiler. Don't wait until you have no heat. Go to PeerlessBoilers.com for a dealer near you. And remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
2:05 to go. Columbus leading 5-1. Charlie Coyle, the lone Bruins goal, assisted by Justin Brazo and Mason Lorai. With those feeds, Shaw's and Star Market Foundation is donating another $200 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help fight food insecurity. Learn more about our Feeding the Puck for Families campaign at 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck. Columbus with control of the puck in the Boston zone and nearly made it 6-1 as Danforth hit the outside of the post from in tight. Puck goes out of play here with 1:57 to go.
Shot coming from the point, deflected. Swayman had to get over to that far post to make that save, or it went off the side of the net. Yeah, the rebound went off the side of the net. The first shot was stopped by Swayman on the tip.
Officials had a quick discussion about where to place the face-off here.
5 different goal scorers for Columbus, and you look down their stats, it's basically been the way it's been this year. A lot of different guys contributing.
We played the soundbite from Zach Werenski in the pregame, talking about how, it feels like it's either, they score 1 or they score 6. Well, tonight they've scored 5.
Yeah, almost 6 right there.
Turning up ice is Corrali. He'll play it in. Swayman shoots it off the far boards. Corrali will sweep it back around behind the Bruins net. 1:36 to go. Bruins going to fall back below the 500 mark. As the puck out of the blue line, Danforth sends over to Fabro, steps into a shot. Stave made by Swayman. Long rebound. Fired at the net by Provorov. Broken stick here for Coyle, who gloves the puck out of the zone and then heads toward the bench with 1:15 left. Corrali gets it back into the Boston zone. Out of the near corner comes Peak. Lifted it up into the air. Knocked out of midair by Elias Lindholm. Pushed it forward. Provorov back inside the Columbus zone. Under a minute to go.
There's not many people left here, but this is going to get ugly this last minute.
Yeah, those that are here expressing their displeasure. Centering pass came right through the crease. Here's Christensen with a shot. That looked like it hit the outside of the net as well. Christensen will spin it back in behind the net. LeBanc, far wall, collides with Osterley. Centering, and Lindholm took away. Christensen will dump it back in around Swayman. Oh, another funny hop around the glass. Peak steers it out of the Boston zone, and Severson slowly back to get it here for Columbus. Two goals here for Columbus in the third period to blow it open. Bruins have now been outscored 10-1 in third periods on home ice this year. Don't have a goal since the home opener. And the siren will sound to bring this one to an end. Columbus with a 5-1 victory here at TD Garden tonight. We'll be back to recap in a moment on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Lowe's knows you want to get even more value for the holiday. That's why as a MyLowe's Rewards member, you get new member deals on holiday decor, tools, and more. And you earn points when you shop. More points equal more rewards to help you save on holiday and more. Not a member? Join for free today at Lowe's.com/MyLowe'sRewards. Because Lowe's knows deals. Program subject to terms and conditions. Points are awarded on eligible purchases. See Lowe's.com/terms for full details. Subject to change.
Full house this holiday? Switch to Fios Home Internet with whole home Wi-Fi and get fully covered. That means you get the 100% fiber optic network in every room of your home with a Fios 1 gig internet plan. Perfect for when your extended family extends their stay. Call 1-800-VERIZON to switch today. Whole home Wi-Fi includes one router and Wi-Fi extender. Wi-Fi extender provided during professional setup if recommended after Wi-Fi performance analysis or shipped upon customer request after setup. May require the purchase of additional Wi-Fi extenders.
Get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days with a sporty new Civic, Accord, HR-V, or CR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2025 Honda Accord or CR-V, a 4.9% APR on a 2025 Civic, and a 3.9% APR on a 2025 HR-V.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
Shopify doesn't just meet you where you are. We meet you where you're going. Shopify is the only commerce platform relentlessly focused on one thing and one thing only: commerce. We challenge the status quo so that your business can do bigger, better, and focus on building what's next so that you're always moving further, faster. For enterprise brands that believe there's a better way, there's Shopify. Learn more at shopify.com/enterprise.
You have year-end goals.